Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. And this is a Foolish Friday watch along of what? Of foolishness. Okay, of foolishness. Okay, I'm like, why is the people around here who's talking about they of God is making a mockery of the mockery of themselves? I don't know. I don't know. What I do know is, we come around here, we have our little watch along. So today is what? It is a watch along. Okay, that's what we're doing here. It's a watch along. We're going to watch some foolishness, chit chat about it. So get your little snack, little drinky drink or whatever. Y'all know how we do on Fridays. That's what we do, is how we do it. So we're going to let it be. Okay, we're going to let it be. Anyway, okay, if you have not done so already, make sure to do a couple of things, okay? That is to subscribe to my channel, okay, to become a whole JayBird, in, okay? Do not forget to also follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, also on Twitter. Y'all know to like the video. Okay, if you are here, you should be liking the video, okay? You should also be here commenting in the comment section because it's a conversation between us all, between everybody, okay? So make sure to, talk to me how I talk to y'all and talk back so I can see whatever, or talk to each other. I don't know. Okay, and y'all already know that once the live, or even right now, hit the little share button. Share me with those who you want them to see me. Share me. Okay, it's the thing to do. Anyway, I am here where I'm at. Bye. Hi. I don't know how good my God know how StreamYard get. It get real funny acting, okay? Because my camera real strong or whatever. But I can pop off camera for the time being. As long as y'all can hear everything, that's all that matters. Okay, that's all that matters. Anyway, how was everyone doing on this great Friday? Okay, hey, first on the corner, I am ready for all the foolishness. Okay, I am too. Okay, hey, okay, ready. Okay, y'all ready? Is you ready? Whole squad ready. Okay, everybody's ready for us to have a good time. Okay, a good time, everything. Okay, this is the question. Yeah, because the question I asked. I say, look, who was more foolish? Bald-headed daddy Lanez or Bishop Robbery. And right now, we only have 47 votes. We will see how the voting is at the end, or at least towards the end. Toward the end of the live, because right now we only have 40, well, we only have 50 votes, okay? And it's kind of half and half. It's 47% for Ballhead Daddy and then 54% for Bishop Robbery. But as we keep going, we're going to see what y'all say. Who it's going to be, okay? Bald-headed Lane is just getting right. He's just getting started, okay? Bishop stayed with the food. Bishop went live twice. Look, I was like, I don't know what's gonna be on Friday, but then we had Bald the Lanes. Where the picture at? Where the picture at? Hold on. Bald headed Daddy Lanes, okay, and Bishop Robbery came round here, on Thursday and on Friday, because Bishop Robbery was live today with some foolishness that I said, oh, he wants the attention. He want us to be like, what is wrong with you, bro? What is you doing, bro? You should cut it out, bro. Hold on, y'all. My thing fell. My charger fell, and I need my phone to always be charged. Okay, there we go. Anyway, bald-headed Daddy Lanes, okay, who I think his name is Sunstar Moon or Sunstar something. Is it Sunstar? I think it's like Sunstar, whatever. I don't know. We're gonna call him bald-head Daddy Lanes, mainly because that man is bald. Okay, Tory Lane Daddy is bald. I don't know who we think he's fooling with the painted on skull cap hat, because bald head Daddy Lanes has a spray painted skull cap on his head. Okay. And then Bishop Robbery around here, this is foolish. Okay. And they both are the evil Scar. In one way or the other, they want to be the daddy. They want to be the king of the forest, the king of the pride. And we like, no, we don't want it, okay? But hi to all the people around here. I want to get the highs in, okay? We can get on around here. Maybe the poll question be who's more delusional. Oh, that's a good point. But so replace the word foolish with delusion. I don't want to take it off, okay? We want to be foolish, delusion, same thing. We're gonna leave it there. It can be both. I had to go with Baldy for reading the foolishness. I can agree. Yes, both is accept. We can accept both. Okay. So Bishop Robbery was live yesterday. Bishop Robbery is out here trying to deflect. Yeah, I also asked on my communities tab on my page. I said, "Hey, are we tired of the Bishop Robbery watch-alongs? Because I only do these because y'all watch them, because we coming together and watch things together. Okay, so I'm like, are people tired? I wasn't asking if we are tired of Bishop Robbery. We're all tired of Bishop Robbery. Okay, but I feel like as long as we are all having fun on the Bishop Robbery watch-alongs, we will keep doing the Bishop Robbery watch-alongs. Okay, that's what I meant. Okay, that's what I meant. However, clearly you're missing Rock Nation and Larry, because if you listen to them, they are the problem. Yes, please support your son silently. Silent night. Be a silent night. Be a silent son. Be a silent daddy. Okay. Be silent. Silent, please. Anyway. Yeah, I do. Yes, there has to be an error. When we see his little live he did, honey, I said that got to be spray paint or shoe polish or eyeliner fluid. It may be eyeliner fluid. So it may be this eyeliner fluid that he thought would mesh into his cranium, and then it didn't. Why does Whitehead look like a burglar? Because he like cat regular, because some people, dress for success. I don't know. Perfect graphic. Thank you. Because I was like, I did not want to. First of all, the first graphic I made of just Tory Lane daddy head or whatever, it was Simba. It was Simba shouting at man head. But I'm like, no, you gotta use Simba on Bishop Robbery. So I feel like the best thing for these two people was Scar. I just thought that's what it was. The counter is what makes me come back. I don't pay attention to that man's wife. Look, y'all don't know how hard it be. He went. So we have 3 lives to watch. Well, like one, well, no, 2.5, because we're gonna get to because we're gonna do Tory Lane Daddy first. Okay, Tory Lane Daddy gonna be first. Bishop Robbery was live for a short time yesterday. That was like 20 minutes. And then today, right before this live, he was on live again, and y'all know he was trying to sue the YouTuber King Jives. He brought King Jives on the IG live. I cut some of the stuff down. I cut it down. It was man, look, the live was almost 2 hours. The live he did today was almost 2. It was close to 2 hours, and I'm like, I don't have time to really sit and listen to this shit. So I skimmed it enough and cut it down to like just over. It's like an hour, like 1 minute. And we may not listen to the whole thing, but I feel like I want to call out his foolishness, okay, and the delusions that are what he is, okay. So the only time I really listen to what he's saying is when we're on here and I'm responding to what he said. Okay, so I rarely put up his lives for y'all just to watch on your own, because I'm like, y'all don't really want that. Okay, so I hope the watch alongs, which are a bit more entertaining, is what y'all coming for. Okay, so thank y'all for being around here, never being tired of the watch alongs with me in the chat. Okay, not tired of it. Okay, and the picture depicts him perfectly with how he is acting crazy. And yes, and yes, Scar is looking at them like, what the fuck is wrong? If I could have put 2 Scars to be looking at both of them at the same time, but I like, no, it's just one, because either way go, he's either ignoring the one and eyeballing the other, or vice versa. Be it. Just round here with the foolishness. Yeah, and my watch alongs are meant to be funny. Because my thing is, if you want to watch what they say, you can go to their page. I always say, for anyone who either wants to fully hear what they say without my commentary, I always say go to their pages, okay? And for those who don't want to hear my commentary, they don't come to watch. So I'm like, I just hope folks are not getting tired of these watch alongs, because I think they fun. Fussing and cussing or whatever. Why this man trying to prove he is here? Lying, okay? A bald-headed liar. Bald-headed lies. Because we can see the lies of it all, okay? You can see even more in the lie that he did. I think he took mascara and ran across the baby. That is funny. Yeah. Well, you know what they say: dress for the job you want, not for the job you already have. Guess the bishops, because his name was Bishop Robbery. Okay. This the only channel I subscribe to where I watch the live. They fun. Well, thank you so much, Kay Nicole. I appreciate you coming to watch stuff, because again, you can subscribe to anybody. If you don't watch them, it's a mess. And he was online fooling. He was fully online fooling. And if we did not already have if we did not already have bald-headed Daddy Lanez to watch, I would have had the whole hour and so thing to play out. But I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. That would be an 8-hour live, because I know I talk too damn much. Okay, but I got enough of what he said for us to get a clear indication of the foolishness that he still has around here. I love the watch alongs. I do too. I enjoy a late night chat on the Friday of full of fucking niggatry. Full of fucking niggatry. Okay, as Rox would say. So let's get into the foolishness. Now look, I always say, okay, This is all jokes around here. We being jokey, joke. Don't take me too serious now. Everything's a joke, okay, around here. So I'm gonna pop off screen. Let's get to bald headed Daddy Lanez first. So for some reason he chose to go live yesterday. I don't know why. I still don't know what made him want to go live. It did not make any sense to me. But again, he did. And in his live, that was around 40 odd minutes. I said, bald headed Daddy Lanez is a little bit crazy, deranged, like his son. Some foolish shit like his son. Anyway, let's get into it. Now again, I hope it ain't no as long as y'all can hear, that's what matters. If there are any sound issues, let me know.
I think this may be the first time in history.
First of all, why does he first of all, how do we not know that that's Tory? I feel like that's just Tory Lanez with a gray beard attached to his face because they look alike and sound alike. Okay, but let's keep going.
That a page has been blocked or wiped before any content has ever gone. I know that sometimes pages could be stopped because, hey, God bless all of you. Thank you so very, very, very much. I know there are times when there is, what they may consider inappropriate content or whatever the case may be. But I've never heard of a session being blocked before anything actually begins on IG.
Sir, what is on your head? Sir, what is that? Look, if you want to be bald, then be bald. If you want to have hair, then buy some hair. But what is this in between shit? This is in between bald and hair. It's like hair dust. Okay, it's like hair dust. Is it hair dust? It's like, did you put this? I'm telling y'all, it's like he put shoe shine on his head and then said let it stay on for 30 seconds and rinse it off and left a tint. His scalp is tinted. He has a shiny, bald, tinted scalp. It's Mr. Clean. And it look clean. How do you oil up your head that's bald, but have a tint of darkness? That's a lot. He got a tattoo lined up. Girl. Tattoo lineup. Let's keep listening.
That might be a first. I'd like to welcome all of you and thank you so much for taking your time to come in tonight and to be a part of this. I'm grateful.
He didn't have no other. Why he wearing sunglasses? Why you have color sunglasses on in the house? Take them off.
Just want to ask everybody that is on here. I haven't been on IG like this in over 2.5 years. It's been over 2.5 years that I've not really posted anything that, is a message from myself. I used to be very consistent in posting messages that were really bent or aimed at encouraging people, strengthening people throughout the time of COVID. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that has really been, aimed at being an encouragement. I remember during the times of COVID that I...
Sir, what was he doing stuff in real life? Do we know him in real life? I feel like he's like, why you laughing? What's funny? Ain't that funny? Not even that bald ass head.
I really started to address dealing with the spirit of fear and self-doubt. And throughout all of that time, people were engaged, and I'm grateful. It was encouraging to hear that the message was not merely, going out, but that people were actually receiving from it. And so for 2.5 years, over 2.5 years, I've not really said anything. I have walked through the season. We have been through the storm and the rain, and we have kept ourselves strong. In fact, let me correct that. God kept us strong.
God did, but God, like, would y'all stop pulling me in y'all mess? Leave me out of this.
And I'm grateful for everything that the Lord has done and how He has kept my family, because guess what? We have been through so much. And
Sir, the reason y'all been through so much is because your son keep doing stuff. Your son keep doing stuff. It's not like, it's like a natural disaster that happened, and oh God, a natural disaster happened, and then folks heard about the earthquake that made our house sink into a sinkhole, and then the fire department tried to pull us out, and then they fell in the sinkhole, and God got all of us out of the sinkhole, and it's been a hard time in that sinkhole. No, your son did stuff that put y'all in all of these predicaments. Okay, that's who to blame. Your son, Sunstar.
that is why tonight I thought it was time to speak. In the book of Ecclesiastes, it is written,
Oh, here they go preaching. Is he a preacher? I don't know, because I don't know that man. But nobody asked you to speak. I feel like, what's the point? What's the point of it?
there's a time to speak and there's a time to keep silence.
We've been waiting. Silence. Silence. Just stay silent. Because until your son is out of jail, what is you talking about?
And I do believe that the time has come to speak for now, for now. So tonight I want to take you on a little bit of a journey.
No, we didn't ask for this. I mean, we here, but we didn't ask for it. We did not ask for no journey or nothing. Why didn't you speak up for your son at the trial? His team didn't want his family to speak on how great he was. No one on y'all side spoke up for him, not even himself at the trial. But now it's time to speak. Okay.
And I pray that you will stay with me. I pray that you will strap on your seatbelts and be ready to take this ride with me.
Y'all, do y'all see? Look, does he not know he's short? He may not know he's short. He may not even realize that he had the camera angled directly over his head. And every time he looked down, we looking into a goddamn a globe. Okay, to a ball, a bowling ball, a crystal ball, a shiny ball, a head ball. Every time he put a damn head down, it's bally, bally, bally. Put your head up and bring the camera down.
Many of you, for some time, have been concerned as to what has been going on with regards to Tory.
He was found guilty. He's in jail. Boom. We know where he at. We not worried or concerned. Now, when he wasn't in jail, before he was found guilty, that's when we was worried. Okay, that's when we had to worry about, where is he? What is he doing? Because he out here free. Okay, when he was out here free or whatever, just getting into more trouble, lollygagging around the world or whatnot, that was the time to say, hey, I know y'all may be worried because my son is out here free on the loose. So let me talk to y'all. But no, now that got me locked up. They won't let him out. When he's locked up and he can't get out, now you want to tell us about whatever? We safe. He behind bars, sir.
Just give me one sec, please. I'm so sorry, but just give me one moment. This won't take long. Yeah. A lot of you have been concerned about him. I am grateful to all of you who have loved him, have stayed with him. And as you know, we've just come through a trial that ended in the way that it ended. And I appreciate all of you who at least have decided not to allow your mind to be hijacked.
Oh, so are you here to hijack the rest of our minds? You feel like the folk who think he did it. You feel like our minds were hijacked? No, we saw some evidence and believed what we were told.
By a narrative that others would want you to believe, as though you have no sense, as though you have no mind, as though you should never be allowed to think for yourself. And
right, if we thought for ourselves, and our thought was, he did it. That motherfucker's guilty. That motherfucker's guilty. That motherfucker's guilty. Okay.
that's basically what it has been. So I really want to go back, just buying a little bit of time, because I would like for as many ears as I possibly can get to hear what I have to say tonight, because I believe that I'm speaking from a place of truth.
Delusion. You said delusion wrong. And I know that's your son, and parents would defend their kids till forever, okay? But when your son did it, y'all just don't want him to go to jail, okay? But stop using the word delusion in the wrong way.
From a place of love. And some of you who are coming on, I appreciate, by the way, a couple of you contacted us, my wife's page, and a couple of you who have said, hey, listen, how can we help? Because it's very obvious that there are certain forces that would not want my voice to speak tonight. But this is not new. This kind of warfare began just over 2.5 years ago.
Because your son decided to be a little bit of a crazy person and shoot at someone. No one out the blue said, hey, let's accuse Tory Lanez of doing stuff that no one was around to see him do. No, your son did something and is being held liable. I think because he up and lying, that's why my Wi-Fi acting dumb. And I'm not really mad that it's blurry right now. I hate that it's blurry. It's clean on my side, but it's blurry. Look, all that matters is he lying so bad he make my Wi-Fi mess
up. 2.5 years. No, we are, 2.5 years and a couple of months ago, let's say, give or take. So tonight, I want to take the time to paint you a different picture.
Oh, yes, let's paint a different picture. Let's change the narrative. Let's change the story. When someone says, I want to paint you a different picture, it means let me make you think something else than what happened.
Because there are those who felt that it was important to paint my son, Daystar Peterson, a.k.a. the artist Tory Lanez, with a particular brush and to hold him up in a particular light to make people think that he is a monster, that he is this really, really terrible person that did a really, really terrible thing.
But he is. People is painting him with the brush of what he did. he did do something horrible. And this is the gotcha. It's not even what he did that night that's the worst. Because truth be told, if he got really, really drunk and shot at someone and that was not his intent, and once he sobered up, he realized, okay, I fucked up. Okay, let's just say, let's for playing devil's advocate, let's just say, okay, Tory did not mean to shoot 5 shots at Megan. Okay, cool. We're gonna say he didn't mean to do. We're gonna say the liquor made him do it. Okay. Everything he did after that point to make it seem like Megan was insane or she was a slut who was fucking whoever or a bad friend, all the things that Tory did after he shot at the lady, after he was arrested, after he was caught on audio talking to Kelsey, after he got out of jail, after Meg came home, everything that Tory Lanez did after that is what makes him a horrible person because he tried to play in everyone's faces as if it never happened, as if he could not have possibly fired off a shot. He could not have possibly shot Meg. The worst part of what he did wasn't even the shooting. It was the triggering, manipulative, just bullshit he did for the 2 years after the shooting. That's what makes that nigga a monster.
When I look at the fact that these people were willing to go to no length to make sure that story is told and told and told and told, it makes you question why. You see, I was the first person that he called when he was able to call on the phone to say something about the situation that had happened back then.
Oh, so he called you first and not Kelsey? Okay, because we only heard a phone call between him and Kelsey. I need someone to immediately, and I know I said the word differently, immediately. I need someone to immediately, okay, get access to the phone call between the daddy and the son. Okay, where is that phone call at? Because if you were the first one he called, then that means you know he did that shit. He did that shit. He did that shit.
I must say this to you, however, before I get started. It is not my intention tonight to go into merits of the ongoing trial. Thank you. He is, in fact, innocent. God bless you for stating that, and all of you who have stated and continue to state that my son should, in fact, be free.
Yeah, because let's point out the fact that the person who did this and who habitually, after the fact, harassed that lady or made it an effort to help other people badger that lady. Oh, yes, let's say he's the innocent one. Man, shut up.
So I am not going to get into speaking about a case that is not over, although many would like to think that it is or would hope that it is.
No, the case is over. That case is over. Now, if he gets a new case in a new trial, that's separate. But this trial, for this case, it is over. He was found guilty. Okay, guilty.
So I'm not going to get into speaking about the merits of a case, about the legal realities of it. They are experts in that field who are standing up to address it now. And so I will allow them to do what they do best. And I will do what I know that God has gifted me to do best. And that's number one, to tell the truth. That's number one. That's number two, to be a voice for truth. You see, truth is not a philosophy, people. Truth is not an ideology. Truth is not a religion. It's not a doctrine. I have been a servant of God for years. My children grew up as they saw us go from sometimes city to city, nation to nation. We lived in a lot of different places. And on one hand, that really gave us an international perspective of the world and what it's really all about.
So I feel like is that why Tory Lanez feels like the law does not apply to him because he's traveled so much and wasn't in one place at one time for that long. He saw so much. Did he feel like he's above the law? Hmm?
And so there are some things that I do want to say, and I would ask that you can help me to get it out as far and wide as it is possible to get it out.
So to me, that means first of all, that means you're two-faced. But it also means, hey, you know, play this everywhere. So I'm gonna play it and we're gonna watch it because he's full of shit.
I'm not coming tonight with vengeance in my heart.
Vengeance.
I'm not coming to try to tear people down. I'm not trying to render evil for evil. As the word of God that I have taught and live or sought to live for years have told me to love even my enemies. It's not easy sometimes, I can tell you that. But I have sought to walk the love walk, and I've taught my children to do the same. One thing I do know for sure is that I never hold anyone in my heart in unforgiveness, because I've learned that unforgiveness is like pouring acid into a container. If you pour acid into a container, it will first affect the container before it affects anything outside of the container. So I do not ever allow people and what they have to say to be either the standard by which I determine anything in this life.
Nigga, what? What does acid in the bottle have to do with what? The delusion don't fall far from the tree.
I would rather forgive people so that I can have a clear heart, that I'm able to hear God. I've been told that if I were to go live tonight, there are those who will take my words and spin them for whatever they want to make it say. However, I've also learned not to fear men, but only to fear Almighty God.
Okay, sir, sit down.
You see, Jesus said this one day. He said, do not fear those who can kill the body, but rather fear him who after the body has been killed can also destroy the soul in hellfire. So I've learned over the years not to fear men. Now we are living in a time of the internet. We're living in a time of social media. And it is so sad to see social media becoming a place that is so full of toxicity.
Like your son, toxic ways as he would troll Meg? That's what you mean? Is that what you mean, sir? Social media does not have to always be a place of like the bottom of the bottom. Like that ain't what it is. But your son took advantage of using the internet, the interwebs for his bullshit too. So what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Stop trying to flip things to make it seem as if your son is out here being a victim of the world, of the court system, of Rock Nation, of bad hairlines, of short jeans, okay? Stop it. He's not a victim. I mean, he is a victim of being short-term, but I'm short too. I don't care. Okay, but bald-headed Tory Daddy Lanez, stop it.
People, internet trolls who don't like to see the beauty of a life unfold.
What? We love seeing life unfolding. We watch it all the time.
You know, they like moles. Digging up dirt on people is to them like though it was gold.
Like your son was talking about who Meg slept with, like that, like digging up who she slept with, like that. So your son ain't never said something he dug up and heard from somebody else, like that. Get out of my face.
And that's the world we live in right now. I think that we have the power to change the narrative. Because one thing that the evil empire fears more than anything, they fear masses of people thinking for themselves. That's what they fear. That's their biggest fear. You know, we live in a world where the powers that be tell us that we should walk around with these blindfolds on. They want us to be walking around with blindfolds, and we should depend on them to be the only one that can lead us or direct us where we should go.
Who told you that? I don't want no blinders. I mean, I wear glasses because I don't want to be blind. But who told you that? No. Speak for yourself, sir.
And they never want us to remove the blindfolds because they fear that if we remove the blindfolds, not only will we realize that we can see, but they fear that we will realize that the people who are leading us around are actually the ones that are blind.
So you want us to believe that other folks is keeping us blind to not see that they blind, but you want us to see that you are speaking the truth. You want us to believe that in those glasses that you're not blind too? Okay.
And their continued existence depends on us never knowing that they really are the ones that are blind.
And your son's innocence was based on the fact of they wanted us to believe that Meg was a slut. So because she's a slut, she couldn't possibly have been shot in the foot. Because that was y'all narrative. That because of who Meg slept with, that means it was impossible for Tory to have shot her, shot at her, shot her way. That's what y'all wanted us to believe. Y'all wanted us to be blind. But you want to tell me now that you bald-headed Lanez, that you are the all-seeing eye. Sir, miss me with your bull. Shit.
Do not think that because you have money or because you are in politics that makes the light automatic to you. It does not. So let me start here.
But your son is okay. Whatever.
Let me go back to the day of the verdict at the courthouse, because I left that courthouse and the cameras were there.
The cameras was always there. The cameras were there when you walked in and when you walked out. See, you can't make it seem as if I walked in the building, it was a bright sunny sky, it wasn't no cameras. I was shocked that when the verdict was read, that, you know, there were you walked in the cameras every single day. You walked into cameras, you walked out to cameras. So don't make it seem as if I had no idea that when I walked out the courtroom, I would be met with cameras. You walked past them when you went in? Or are you blind? You may be blind.
I did not come out saying, oh, I'm about to say something and this would be a good moment to make a statement so that what I'm going to say will go viral.
Sir, sir, don't you play that I'm old thing. Old folks love to make it seem as if I had no idea if I put something on the internet that it could go viral. You not know. You knew it would. You might not have known it would go viral, but you knew for a fact it would get played on social media. You knew for a fact it would get played on the blogs. You know that because everything about this trial that whole week was always on the blog. So again, you can't fool me, sir. I'm not sheep. I may not be a wolf, but I damn sure ain't no damn sheep.
That was never the issue at all. I came out because I had sat for 2.5 years seeing an injustice being perpetrated against an innocent man. There are those who would say, oh, well, that's your son. You'll believe anything.
Well, that's a fact. Because who told you that head of yours wasn't bald? Who told you to dip dye your hair with shoe polish? Okay, someone has been lying to you a lot, sir, and not just the law, not just your son. Also, your barber, your bald-headed barber, okay?
Truth be that before I had children, I was sworn to serve the kingdom of heaven. I am an ambassador of that kingdom.
An ambassador of the king. I mean, look, is God giving out ambassadorships? Is that when something happens within your family that's like illegal, your scapegoat's excuse can't be I'm an ambassador of the no, you can't, because church folk do dumb shit too. So stop using the church as your shield. It is not.
So people can say whatever they want. After this message today, there are those who will applaud.
No.
There are those who will disapprove.
Yes.
And there are those who will downright try to make it say what they want it to say because they so fear the truth coming out.
The truth that your son did it and he should have got charged with shooting Meg. That's the truth.
So that day I left the courthouse. So let me start there. Like I said, I left the courthouse, and as I left, I responded in a way that some would say, oh, he was so emotional.
No, I wouldn't say emotional. I would say acting a plum de fool. That wasn't emotion to me. That was anger that my son did not get away with it. And anger is an emotion. Yes, it is. I get that 100%. But I feel like it wasn't. You were reacting like a child. You're Jay-Z and Rock Nation, and this is a travesty of the teen too much.
It was just an emotional father. Listen to me. I fought many battles in my life, and I fought battles for people who were not even my children. I've been a voice for the voiceless for a long time.
Don't bring the voiceless into this. Your son has his own mouth. Your son ain't voiceless. He's never been voiceless. He didn't become voiceless until the judge said, Tory, shut the fuck up. Stop it.
Some of you may not know this, and that's why I'm introducing myself, that you may know who is standing in front of you right now. All right?
We know Tory, bald-headed Lanez daddy. Technically, you are the new daddy son. Hey, daddy son. You are the new daddy son. Yes.
So, I spoke up because I'm not someone who have been conditioned over the years to fear the ramifications of evil people. I fear God. Okay. I fear God.
Okay.
And at the end of the day, anyone who could ever seek to shut my mouth or stop me from speaking the truth to the point of trying to extinguish my flame, guess what? The only thing you can do is give me a one-way ticket to heaven.
Not someone want to kill you. Not you a target. Really? Daddy son, I don't think anyone's trying to kill you, daddy son. I need you to stop. I also need, if anyone talked about taking out daddy son, don't take out daddy son. Don't take out bald-headed daddy son Lanez. Don't do that. That man didn't do nothing besides birth Lil Daystar, Lil Lanez, okay, and has been helping in the hypocrisy of trying to make it seem as if his son didn't do shit. But we know he did. So, daddy son, stop it.
You can't do anything to me. You can't do anything to me. So that day, it was not merely an emotional outburst. I saw an evil system. I sat in a courthouse and I watched how evidence was literally obscured, blocked, barred. Everything and anything that was actual evidence that could speak to my son's innocence. I saw people go above and beyond the call of duty to make sure that it never came in to view.
So, who stopped your son, daddy son? Who stopped your son from getting up on the stage, getting up on the stand and speaking up for himself? You want to know why he could not do that? Because of all the other bullshit he has been involved in. They did not want to bring in all his other priors and anything else he had going on because he's a fuck up. He may be a talented artist, but he's been fucking up personally. You hear me? And so for the fact of there was no, you can't make it seem as if everybody else made sure to not put any evidence that made your son seem innocent. Your son could not even speak up for himself. You want us to believe who made his driver go away? Hmm? 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 Your son thought he would get away with it. Your son never thought he would be found guilty. That's why your son had a lawyer who did not do appeals because he didn't feel like he would need an appeal. Your son made the choice to not defend himself. He could have been his own defense. He could have been his own evidence. But no, he did not want to speak up. So that's on him. None of y'all spoke up. There was no character witnesses or whatever saying he would not ever shoot someone. Not ever. And I would never not get up on a stand to say, hey, I did not do this. This is what happened. Even if I won't say Kelsey did it, because I don't think Kelsey did it. But the fact that he did not defend himself, they son, stop it.
And now here we are. And it's interesting because I'm seeing that the people are really not as stupid as many would like to think that they are.
Not people not stupid, not calling folks stupid. And he's only saying that for the folks who believe Tory Lanez innocent. He's saying they're not dumb. If you think Tory Lanez did it, then you're dumb. That's what he's saying. That's the implication of him saying, I'm happy people are not as dumb as people thought they were. Meaning some folk believe the foolishness that my son is innocent, even though that's not really the case.
Because I've seen that people have actually looked at all of it and say, nah, something's wrong. Something is really, really wrong here. And we're just not buying it. So as soon as certain folks saw that the narrative was not going in the direction that they wanted it to go, as soon as they saw that, in fact, it was not how they thought it was supposed to have thrust certain people further into the stratosphere of superstardom while using my son as a sacrificial lamb to make that happen, because that's been the narrative for 2.5 years.
Nigga, what? Girl. Daddy's son bought the lanes. Not you trying to say they tried to. So you're saying that they tried to capitalize to make Megan more famous by using Tory as a catalyst to being the shooter? That they tried to use your son being a shooter to build up other folks' career? That's what you're saying? That's your narrative? That's your we not blind and being led by sheep? Sir, you sound dumb. Ooh, you sound dumb. I'm gonna let you say dumb.
That's been the narrative. And as soon as they saw that it was not going that way, that in fact his numbers were rising while certain other people's numbers were falling.
Because people like toxic as men. And the moment that people stopped believing and supporting the toxicness that your son was pushing out, he starts to fall and dwindle down. Because people stopped believing and supporting someone who did some bullshit. That's what it. And your son then continued to do more bullshit. Your son ruined his claim to fame. Your son did that. But you up here blaming everybody else for your son and you being a failure, daddy son. Okay? Shut up.
They began to dump onto the internet from the attorney's office, from the district attorney's office. They began to dump things that were supposed to have been evidence in a trial as though the guilty verdict was not enough. Then you had persons like this lady, what's her name? This journalist, Megan Cuniff.
Oh, don't you come for Megan. Look, we have our love for Megan the Stallion, and we now love Megan the reporter. Okay. Megan the courtroom reporter gave excellent transcripts on what was said in court and translated that until Twitter. So don't make it seem as because she was reading off what happened in court. Oh, she right here on some beat. Leave Megan the court reporter alone.
This woman actually went on and said that she saw my wife and I giving transcripts or leaking information to certain journalists to put out on the internet.
I don't think she said that verbatim. I think what was said was it was clear that people from Tory's side was giving information to certain social media people to leak information is what she said. I don't believe that she ever said it was daddy son and daddy son wife per se. But a lot of us felt like somebody was feeding information to make it seem as if Tory's side was doing better than what it was and not giving all the information that we found out was going on the whole time. So I don't believe she ever specifically said that it was you and that wife. I think her point was there were people on Tory's side who was giving information, and it was right. It was true because they were running positive narrative for Tory. And once we heard other stuff, especially once the Kelsey's um interview came out, that phone call came out, all of that stuff which was heard during the trial, so many people who were bloggers or whatever and reporters or whatever were not talking about how damaging it was because they were given certain information from Tory's side.
Wait. Stop for a second. Number one, why would the district attorney's office give us things to put out on the internet to make my son look even worse? Hence, I'm talking about the interview with Kelsey.
That did not come from y'all. That came from the court. That did not come out until the full thing did not come out until after the guilty verdict. But during the trial, that Kelsey testimony was downplayed a lot. A lot of people downplayed it to where as if it wasn't that much. And it was a whole lot. It was she said Tory did that shit. Okay.
Why? That makes no sense. So I had to realize that this woman was saying things for the sake of clout.
Not clout. The one reporter who was in court who was doing shit for clout was that damn lawyer who was on IG during those videos. That's who was doing shit for clout because he then went and had a subscription only IG feed to where he was having people pay to get the information about the court. That's doing shit for clouds. Megan is a court reporter who was already, even before this thing, she was already reporting on trials because there was no one allowed in the courtroom. A lot of people gravitated to the few folk who were doing a good job of reporting what happened. That lady wasn't cloud chasing. How the fuck can a court reporter who's reporting the court shit be clout chasing? She wasn't a hamburger flipper. She didn't work at the local Wendy's, okay, cooking the spicy sandwich. She is a court reporter reporting on shit. People who are not court reporters who went to the courthouse to report on shit, those can be called clout chasers. because you only went there to post about the trial to get attention to your page. That's also called bitch business, promotion, branding, content. Oh, dumb daddy.
Moving right along, here we are today. Here we are today. Long time ago, I made a decision before God. I said, God, if I ever sin or mess up in private, I will come before you and I will repent. I will ask forgiveness in private. But as a leader, if I mess up publicly, then I will go to the people before whom I've messed up and I will ask them to forgive me publicly. That's been my stance.
Sir, what's the point?
So that's why I'm even going back to the day on the courthouse steps, because many of you were led to believe that it was an emotional outburst on my part. It really was not merely an emotional outburst. You would have to know my history. You'd have to know how God has used me in nations around the world. You would have to know that there are times when I've stood up with great boldness to speak on behalf of those who were marginalized, those who did not have a voice, to speak on behalf of those who people did not want to be able to have a voice, to publish their pain and the things that were going on with them.
You just said a whole bunch of y'all. You just said a whole bunch of words. Put them together in a sentence, and it didn't mean shit. None at all. None at all.
And so that's been an issue for some time. So you can chalk that one up to the burden of leadership. But I want to ask a real serious question. What do you do when you see injustice happening? When it is so blatant and so plain before you? What do you do? Do you just sit back and fear the powers that be and say nothing? Is that the response?
Who said that? But what happened to your son wasn't the injustice. What happened to Meg is the injustice. That's the gotcha.
That we are expected to have in the midst of injustice. For me, I remember what the scriptures say. Number one, woe to you when all men speak good of you. You see, when everybody is speaking wonderful of you, somewhere along the line, you're compromising. Because not everybody loves the truth. And if you are just, everybody is speaking wonderfully of you, it means you're not telling the truth somewhere or the other. So I don't fear when people begin to be concerned that I speak or say what is right, even though it can cost. I want to tell you all something. We have been conditioned in life to always take the path of least resistance because we don't like discomfort. We don't want discomfort. We fear anything that makes us uncomfortable. But we don't realize that sometimes discomfort is a part of the process.
When Tory Lanez was on his own live, when the shooting stuff first happened, and I played that on my on my channel. He was doing a whole bunch of talking that didn't make no damn sense. He was just saying stuff and saying stuff and saying stuff to make people feel like he's really saying some shit. He talking that talk. But no, if you pause it in between all the talking and you think you can say he not really saying shit. He just saying a whole bunch of words and then dropping God in somewhere in the middle to make you feel like you have to listen because he said God. No, he's fucking lying. Okay.
Discomfort is a part of the process. A diamond never becomes a diamond just by not going through discomfort, if you will.
You know he was making up shit because he kept pausing. A diamond don't become a diamond by being a diamond and not what, nigga? What? Your son not no diamond, not to us. He may be a diamond to you, but you making up stuff as you're talking. pause and in between. Because you're making things up. Preaching from bald headed lies. Okay, daddy son, stop it.
Diamonds are formed 240 miles below the Earth's, I forget what you call that crust below the surface.
The core?
And it is processed by heat and by pressure. The heat there is over 3,000 degrees.
What does that do anything?
And 50, what do they call that? 50 millibars of pressure. They said if you want to understand that, then imagine the weight of 2,000 grown men standing on your foot. That's the kind of pressure that it takes to form a diamond from what? Just what we would consider coal, carbons, coal. So sometimes in life, if you are going to be everything that you can possibly be, if the beauty that is on the inside of the creativity that's in you is going to come out, sometimes you're going to go through fire. You're going to go through pressure. Don't fear it. Don't fear it. Don't let people make you fear that. So let me go back to some 2.5 plus years ago. When all of this stuff happened, a lawyer entered into the picture, a man by the name of Alex Spiro. He is a former DA in New York. He used to be the NBA's spin doctor. He was their go-to guy for NBA ball players.
He's a spin doctor. You know what a spin doctor is? A spin doctor spins a story. Okay.
And then he went into private practice or became a part of a firm. And this man has been on the record. It's not something I'm making up. It's already out there on the internet years ago. He said, when I'm going to try a case of a high-profile case, I first try it in the court of public opinion. And so that's what they did. The strategy was basically to paint a smear campaign against.
Oh, well, look, Sunstar ran to his attorney and falsely blamed Street TV for recording in the courtroom. Daddy tripping. Well, Street TV, you know you struck my channel, right? You know you struck my channel for me doing commentary on the call with Tory Lanez and Kelsey. I don't know if you, because I emailed y'all and I replied back because it was, yes, I was doing commentary, but you know you gave my channel a strike and I was very aggravated because I gave y'all credit. I just want to put that out there. But again, y'all saying that daddy's son around here tripping because he accused y'all of something. Well, ain't that a bad thing when somebody accused you of doing something you didn't do? Don't that make you mad? But okay, I want you to be blessed though. I wish you the best. But I want to mention that the daddy son did that to y'all, but then y'all struck my channel and tried to, get me in trouble. Okay, but I'm leave it be. Okay, let's keep listening.
Against a young man, an artist, to try to make him feel or try to make the public believe that he is the worst person that's ever walked on the planet. How could he be so terrible?
If you can find out who strike folks and ask the people who strike folks to check y'all emails or the reply thing from the strike thing and just take the strike off, I'll delete the video. If y'all can remove the strike, it'll be greatly appreciated. I thank you very much. I would delete the video. It's fine. If the strike can be removed, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Content creator to content creator. I don't want anyone getting, accused of nothing they did not do. But, as I said, we're going to still be blessed. We're going to still be blessed. But let's keep listening. But we know daddy son is crazy. So, we got it. We see each other. Okay. Let's keep listening.
To shoot a black woman and all of that. Some of the people who piled on, some of them, when they say a black woman, they sound so insincere because they never cared about black women before that. But all of a sudden, this became a good narrative. It boosted.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Now it became a good narrative. Now that became a good narrative. It's like y'all really sitting around here trying to accuse everybody else and their mama and their daddy or whatever of doing things. Y'all really wanted to make it seem like Tory is the victim here. Like, how can you dare say they wanted to make the narrative about this being about a black woman? No, your black son shots at a black woman. That's the narrative, sir. So y'all trying to do everything in your power to make it seem like everybody else, anyone who talked about the trial, who reported on the trial, who saw the trial, y'all want to make it seem as if Tory is innocent and everyone else around is on this tirade to get him. No, Negro, your son, Baldy Jr., was around here drunk as a fucking skunk and shot at somebody, and the bullets hit someone, and he's been held accountable. Had he shut the fuck up, from the beginning and left Meg alone, nothing would have happened. Because Meg wasn't going to say shit. The minute Tory kept talking and then she kept talking, that's what got your son caught up. His big ass mouth. Not any reporters, not any YouTubers, not anyone else. It's you and your son. Because seeing you right now and your antics lets us know where Tory gets his antics from. And y'all are trying to make it seem like other people in the media around here are coming for y'all, and no one is. People are reporting on what happened. Your son shot at someone and the bullets hit her. The same way your head was bald and you put some bald black stuff on top of it, but left it shiny.
Views, it gave more likes, it sounded really, really wonderful, and for them to be on.
It wasn't wonderful for any of us to have to cover Meg getting shot. You know how many people troll people for their opinions about this shit? Could they feel how they feel? You know how many? Do you know? Do you know? So to make it seem as if, oh, this was fun. This ain't fun. This isn't fun for anybody. Not at all. No. Not for me or anybody else who had to cover this shit. Just saying. Just saying.
The side of this defenseless black woman. Let me stop right here and say this, and this might come as a shock to many of you. But guess what? Both my son, myself, and others of our family have long decided that we are not going to hold any animosity against Megan Pete, aka Megan the Stallion.
Nigga, what? Look, I told y'all this man is scarred. He's delusional. He wants to run the pride. He wants to be the king of Pride Rock. You really, Baldy Gonzalez? Really? Really, bald-headed daddy son? Really? Really? You are telling us, the delegation of watchers, that y'all won't hold a grudge against Meg, the one who y'all shot? Really? That's your stance? Whatever God has in store for you and your son, we wish y'all the best. Because you sound, just to say y'all don't hold nothing against Meg. When Meg ain't the one who put y'all to court. Meg didn't say shit for a month. Somebody is going to trip you down a floor of pillows. Okay? And you're going to stumble because we don't want you to die and get hurt. But YouTube is funny. you gonna tumble on down somewhere. You sound dumb. You sound don't nobody get no fucks if you have or have not forgiven Meg. We don't care. Oh, idiot.
We forgave that girl long time ago.
Bruh, fuck you. Cause guess what? Your son, that motherfucker's guilty. That motherfucker's guilty. That motherfucker's guilty. He's guilty. He's guilty. And you want to discuss forgiving Meg? Y'all been forgave Meg? Don't nobody get no as Meg forgiving y'all? Ooh.
Long time ago. Because again, we know that the principle of forgiveness is important in order to cleanse one's heart, to cleanse one's soul, and to not be, bound up with hatred and hatred, trust me, resentment, bitterness, those things can actually cause diseases of the bones. It has been proven, and it can cause sickness in your body because you're holding on to something that is negative against the real life force in your life. So whatever you do in life, no matter how hard it is, forgive, because forgiveness is not for the other person. It's for you. It's for you. And so that's what we decided. Some will actually, no doubt, question, is he actually saying that Tory forgave Megan for all of what's going on? Yes, we have forgiven her.
Wolves in cheap clothing is one thing. Wolves in bald-headed suits with spray painted on airlines is something different. Uh, you will never live down defending your son in this way for what he did. You will never live down being up here sounding foolish and talking about people forgiving Meg. You look stupid, and God is watching you. Okay?
But what we will not back down from is the machine that has been in the background trying to press a narrative in order to use this girl for what they have used her for. So let's move on from there.
Now the machine behind the scene used Meg to do what? If your son had never shot that lady, he would not be in this predicament. Had your son shut the fuck up, he would not be in this predicament. So why are you consistently trying to place the blame everywhere else but on your son, daddy's son? Okay? You and little boy Tory Lanez around here trying to blame everybody else except him, daddy's son. What is wrong with y'all? Y'all are is people from Canada delusional? I don't want to blame the whole country of Canada because it can't be the whole country of Canada. It can't be. And I just thought about myself. The reason Drake probably stands with Tory is because they all Canadian. Okay, I don't know. My point is delusion.
They came in with a smear campaign that was second to none. Yes, it was during the time of the George Floyd situation, the Breonna Taylor situation. And they basically tried to make a silk purse out of a sow's ear. That's not my saying. That's an old people's.
That's how your head was made. A silk purse out of a sow's ear. That's your head? Okay.
Proverbs, who says you cannot make a silk purse out of a sow's ear.
You can't make a hairline out of a bald head. Okay, a bald head is a bald head. Same thing.
And reality check is that they were trying to make someone be an icon for civil rights who did not have any such desire.
Did he just touch his beard and sniff his hands? And nobody tried to make Meg a civil rights. Nobody tried to. What, girl?
Who did not have any such convictions about being that at all. And it came across very insincere to a lot of people.
So now let's put out the narrative that Megan and that side tried to use, the George Floyd, the Brown Taylor, those things that was happening. Let's say they were using that as a scapegoat. Okay. Let's make the people be upset that Megan tried to use the civil rights movement to her cause against my son. Sir, your son shot at someone. Did you forget that? Okay.
You see, the powers that be and those who actually have the power of the machine in their hands can make us think all day long that that was for real, but people saw right through that. And so a lot of that began to just fall on its face.
No, it didn't. You sound dumb. You sound stupid. You sound like Barney Gonzalez. Daddy, son, you sound like an idiot.
The strategy was simply this. Number one, they went behind.
Who the fuck is they? Who was they? Who was they, Nino Brown? Is it Kareem Akbal? The nigga from the bank? Is that who they are? Is that who it is? If you do not know, that's a New Jack City reference. Is that who is they? You keep saying they. They. Who are they? Who are they? Let me know.
The door, closed doors, and got the powers that be to place a gag order on my son. He wasn't supposed to say anything.
Your son wasn't supposed to say anything before the trial on social media about Meg. That's what he was. That's what he wasn't supposed to do. The gag order did not mean once he was in court on trial, he cannot speak up and say whatever it was he wanted to say in public. That's the gotcha. Your son had the chance to speak up for himself in court. He chose not to. You wanna know why? Because he felt like no one would believe the black woman.
He wasn't supposed to say anything. Even to the place when he sought to use his art to speak for himself because that was his only way. There were so many voices. Oh my God, how insensitive. Blah, 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 blah.
Meaning my son only wanted to speak up when he could make money on it on a record. But when his life was on the line in the court of law, he didn't say shit. He didn't say nothing. He didn't rap nothing. He didn't make no poems, no haikus, nothing.
But I have to ask you, what would you do in such a situation?
I would get on the stand and say, I did not do it. Kelsey did that. The driver did that. Meg did that. I would say, whoever did it, that wasn't me. If I'm on trial for something, did you do this? No. What happened? Kelsey, I would say what happened. Your son had every chance to speak up when he was in the courtroom, in the court of law. You hear me, Judge Dredd? Okay? That was a time for him to say, I did not do this. I am innocent. This is what happened. He could not do that because he could not lie in the court of law. He can lie on a record. He can lie on a song. He can lie then. He did not want to lie on the stand. So he did not take the stand to defend himself. Shut up, Daddy Son.
At the end of the album called Daystar, the last song is called Life. And he ends that song by saying, you get up one day and you have thousands of people hating on you all at once. It brings your world down. I would like the youth of today to take me as an example.
No.
Because I don't care about none of those things.
Yes, you do. That's why we are here.
I will continue to stand up, and I'm paraphrasing now, so let me leave that alone. So the strategy was very simple. Shut his mouth while the mouth of those with the biggest megaphone on planet Earth piled on and said everything. Can you imagine? 2.5 years, every single day.
You, sir, now you lying. Like your son. No one spoke about this, well, beside the fans and folks on social media, but not Kelsey or Meg or the driver, whoever. No one spoke about this every day. No one. So now you're exaggerating.
You have to get up to that, knowing that you did not do this. And so that was the face that they decided would be best, would best serve their narrative. Who really is Daystar Peterson, people? Who really is Daystar Peterson? 1 second, please.
I tried my best. Thank you, Tawanda. I tried my best to, entertain folk, and when we have these watch-alongs, to have my commentary be just the right amount of foolishness and factual stuff so that, it's not boring, okay? Yes, but thank you very much.
Who really is he? The fact is that he's one of the kindest individuals that you could ever meet in your life.
The shooter? The shooter? You said the shooter, Tory Lanez. Him, the one who also got into the fight with August Alsina. The one who also was accused of beating up Prince from Love and Hip Hop. That one. He's also nice. You want us to believe that? The one we heard on the recording saying how much he regretted what he did because he was so drunk. Him? Jeffrey Dahmer family also thought he wasn't that bad until they found out what he did. So many people who are the family members, close friends of people who do messed up things always say he was so nice. She was so nice. But they also did some fucked stuff. And again, the worst thing that Tory did wasn't even the shooting. The worst thing was the harassment, the gaslighting, and the full of fucking niggardry, rocks, that he did for the 2 years after the shooting. That's what makes him a monster. Because he tried to he tried to break Meg and try to make her seem like she was insane while never saying what actually happened.
The truth is that they don't want you to know is that he is someone who actually goes out of his way to help so many people.
He tried to help himself out of the situation of shooting at Meg. And a lot of folk help people because it makes their fucked upness seem like, oh, it's even. I am a good, hard-working doctor, but I beat my wife. I am a lawyer who takes on pro bono cases for folk who can't afford things, but I steal money out the collection plate from church on Sundays. I'm a little teapot, short and stout, named Tory Lanez, who helps folks because I shot at Meg Thee Stallion. Shut up, daddy son.
And I can tell you testimony upon testimony of things that he does and never says anything about it. Never lets anyone else know.
He also didn't let nobody know what happened that night. So he keeps quiet on the good things he does and the bad, which means he holds secrets.
What he does in the background to help people.
And in the background of what he does to harm people.
He will never tell you that
He did it. He won't tell us that he did it. Okay.
And there's one young lady who got in contact with me that was diagnosed as being bipolar, having a bipolar disorder, that he paid her rent. She told me, not him, because he would never say it.
How did she find you, sir? How did she find you to tell you your son paid her rent? So he probably paid a lot of. That don't mean he didn't do something bad. What do you mean? Who dum did he?
He paid her rent for 1 full year because she was a single mother battling through depression and situations going on in her life.
Well, now your son has helped his child mother become a single mom. Why? Because he's going to prison. So let's hope he also pays his baby mama's rent for at least the next 5 to 6 years while he's gone. Okay? Okay.
He will never come and tell me what every security personnel that's ever worked for and with him has told me one by one, independent of each other. I've never worked with a celebrity like this. I've worked with others. Sometimes they make us stand outside as they go inside and have meals and do all this. He has never treated us like that. He's only ever treated us like family.
Because he needs the protection. He needs the protection. He needs someone beside him, guiding him, and not allowing him to get beaten up.
But yet the world will try to make you think that this is the worst kind of human being, and it's not true.
Did any of those security people come in and testify at the trial? Any of them? No? Okay.
So I can't continue to sit here and just hear this over and over and over and over again and say nothing. Now my son is fighting for his life because of things that have been done in a terrible way.
Yes, the terrible thing your son did in a terrible way. Terrible. Just terrible.
And they would have us to just do nothing, just say nothing. But today I'm asking you to help me to get the real story out.
Well, tell your son to tell us what really happened. If he had ever, at one point in time, said what really happened, then we would have at least his side of truth, okay? But he stayed silent because he did not want to do what? Incriminate himself.
Because I did not realize in the beginning, when this media war started, what the end result of it would really be. I didn't realize what the strategy really was and how there are those who felt it necessary to push this narrative and what they were pushing it for. And so here we are. But this is not just about Daystar. This is not just about him. It's really about the fact that these kinds of injustices have been happening for a long time, and they go in secret. Nothing is ever said. People are being destroyed. Families get torn apart. Oh yes, I know that there are real crimes in our society.
Right. The only family that is really hurt is Meg's people, because she's having to live through this bullshit. And I would say probably Tory's son. But y'all have seen who he was, and y'all allowed him to be who he was, and because he's a money train. And now you want us to feel bad for y'all? No, thank you. I don't want to ride that train.
And I don't condone any of it. I don't believe anybody should be victimized by anybody. I don't think that that's what God wants. He gave us a world that is so beautiful. If it's messed up, it's because we messed it up.
Your son messed it up. Your son. Don't say we, your son.
So he never intended for us to be so inhumane one to another. I understand that that happens. And I understand that if we cannot have the law in our hearts, then it would many times take the law outside of us to keep us moving in the direction that brings some semblance of peace or harmony within a society. I understand all of those things. But I also understand that many people, their lives are being destroyed, ripped apart. And although we have some good people in the system, sometimes the system gets it totally wrong. We have innocence projects now that have been able to go back, and sometimes people have been in prison for God knows how long. And had it not been for somebody who took up their cause, they would still be there and they were innocent.
Oh, don't you try to don't conflate the issue. Tory wasn't found guilty with no evidence. He wasn't found guilty on BS evidence. He was found guilty based on the testimony of two people who were there and his own phone call.
So the system does not always get it right. Many times they get it very, very wrong. Has anybody ever told you that for the past 3-4 years, Daystar Peterson, aka Tory Lanez, has been on the board of Unite the People?
So what? And that don't mean nothing when he do something wrong. You can't put people on pedestals as if they cannot do anything wrong because they're on a pedestal. So what? So what?
Which is a prison reform platform and initiative run by a very faithful and dedicated man, Caesar McDowell. Has anybody ever told you that he has been on that board for almost 4 years and that he has many times used his own resources to ensure that people come out of prison?
Because he hoped that it would make him look better when he went to prison, okay? Thank you for the super sticker, Tawana. Thank you. Your son was on that thing because he wanted himself to look innocent. That's what it is.
That were wrongly incarcerated or unduly sentenced. Supposedly, prison is to be about rehabilitating people and.
Well, let your son be rehabilitated. Let him be. Let him be. Let him be in the prison and help the prisoners, closely. Okay, one-on-one.
That's not been the point. That's not been the issue. So many people come out destroyed, broken, and if they don't have any system or support, not only will they never make it back into society, they will be destroyed for the rest of their lives, mentally, emotionally.
Well, your son should not have done what he did. You cannot keep trying to use what other folks have went through because they actually were innocent and were put in jail for the wrong reasons versus your son who that motherfucker's guilty, that motherfucker's guilty, that motherfucker's guilty. He's guilty.
Some people come out being greater criminals than when they went in because an environment is created that is not meant to rehabilitate or make a human being better in any way.
Sir, shut up. I'm tired. I'm done with you. I'm done with him because he keeps talking. It was like a couple moments left, whatever. Tory Daddy on some bullshit. Okay, Tory Daddy is the talkative scar. Okay, he talks too damn much. He don't ever shut up. He around here trying to feel like he's a victim. Okay, he's around here telling Simba, you killed your father. You should feel bad. Simba, you should leave so that you can run the Pride Rock. Okay, he around here trying to make it seem like, oh, look at my child, because my child was done wrong. my child was done wrong. Y'all should feel so bad for my child. It's like, no, we shouldn't. No, we don't. Not at the all. So we're going to leave Daddy's son right where his ass is at, on the cutting room floor. Okay, now we're going to get into Bishop Robbery. Okay, but first I need y'all to do what? Like the video. Because y'all know liking is the thing to do. So, Bishop Robbery. Bishop Robbery is consistently on some beat of the S. He did 2 separate lives. One was yesterday, last night, that he was actually in the church. And he has this obsession with Larry Reid. We know he's trying to sue Larry Reid. He's trying to sue also the YouTuber King Jive for $20 million each. Because he say, they've been doing whatever. So I'm trying to think which one I want to play, because the one he did tonight in his car, I'm gonna do a little bit of the one from yesterday, and then we'll do the rest of the one from today, because I want to show y'all how he deliberately be fooling and consistently just around here being dumb. And I feel like he need to stop being dumb. Now, the reason I'm not going to play much of the one from yesterday is because some of the stuff he said today too. And on today's live, he literally brought King Jive on the live. And I was like, bitch, what? Bitch, what? Okay. So this is from last night at the church. Yes, he was literally at the church that he was being accused of stealing from the parishioners. Even though I think they were saying that the church was in foreclosure and they got it that way, but they still put the current people who was in the church out to move their stuff in. Okay, he round here just being foolish. Okay.
Hey, I'll be out in a minute. All right.
First of all, I feel like he went to the bathroom because he was sitting up front. They were having, I guess, choir practice or whatever, or let me sing practice or whatever. But I'm like, how are you at church in the house of God on this foolishness? And you had to get up from the sanctuary, okay, from the bar mitzvah, the bar mitzvah pool, the bar mitzvah bar, to go to the bathroom because you wanted to be somewhere where we could not hear the music. Okay.
Secluded area in the church. So,
because the acoustics sound like bathroom. I don't know though.
Well. I told Larry Reid to keep my name out his mouth. He already ducking me, so he wouldn't be served with that lawsuit. But I'll be posting a slight little video. I'll be posting it on my page. Want y'all to tune in. Okay? because all the stuff that he was talking and lying to you about and saying that he never molested anybody and allegedly. I'm about to drop a video, y'all, on my page. And this is just going to clean everything up. Bishop, why are you going back to this? You want to know why? Because one of the main reasons why I have, how can I put this? Well, Larry Reed is one of the people that called the police on me. Yes.
So all this he be doing is literally in retaliation to Larry Reed. He feel like Larry Reed was the one who called the FBI on him, even though, as we know, that lady who said that he took that 90 grand for her, she also was the one who went to the police or whatever and tried to sue that man. But he's saying, I'm dropping the video tomorrow or today, dropping the video, whatever, because Larry Reed was the one who called the police on me. So I'm trying to get some get back.
So vindictive. He's one of the people, and I posted about this a while ago, but you guys have been throwing me under the bus, and I want y'all to understand that he's one of the people behind this demonic charade. Okay, and I didn't even know allegedly with this. Okay, and I want y'all to really get an understanding that when
y'all imagine that your pastor, the pastor to your church, is really around here in the bathroom doing choir rehearsal, talking about dropping retaliatory receipts on someone who called the police on them for allegedly, taking stuff from someone in the church or whatnot. Can you imagine that being your bishop? I mean, because y'all know his wife blocked me on IG, but I follow her. I'm following her on Facebook. And I was listening to her Breakfast of Champions prayer that she does in the mornings. And I promise you, I was like, ooh, I feel her sincerity and her connection to God. I enjoy listening to his wife so much so. I'm like, she married to him? That's her man who she goes to beside? Now we know allegedly, she left him. Allegedly over the weekend or whatever. They saying that she left. I don't know for no fact now. What I do know is the live I seen of her, she wasn't wearing her wedding ring at all or whatever, but I don't know. But again, just listening to her and hearing her, I was so surprised that I'm like, because I could not put up with someone like him. But anyone saying I'm posting these receipts or this video about this person in retaliation because they say they called the police on me. So much so that I'm in church. I can't wait to go on live till after we done here doing practice. I can't wait. No, I got to be in the sanctuary in the bar mitzvah chairs on live with people. Get up to leave the sanctuary, to walk to the bathroom or wherever this room is, to come live to y'all. Girl, delusion, no.
when you are an innovator and a trendsetter, right? People are gonna come at you, and the receipts will come out, y'all. The receipts will come out, but I want y'all to know that he is one of the reasons why I was arrested.
Okay. No, the police typically will arrest somebody when they have enough evidence to do so. And listen, FBI, city police, state police can sometimes be on some BS. However, the FBI, the feds don't come get you unless they have something actually valid enough to do an indictment. Not a search warrant, an indictment. If someone could call the FBI or the DEA or any letter alphabet law enforcement, you know how many people will be locked up? We can't even get in touch with an IRS agent. You mean to tell me Larry Reed had a direct number to the FBI, call them and say, hey, you need to arrest Bishop Robbery? And they said, okay.
With a whole bunch of lies. Okay? But however, Larry Reed, the bishop won't stop. Because now we have an interview with one of the young men that you allegedly molested.
And what I hated the most about this is the fact that when he now look, I am not here to debate or speak on the allegation of Larry Reed and what he supposedly allegedly did whenever. I don't, because I have not seen. Larry Reed has not been charged with anything. He has not been arrested for anything. I don't know what happened. But the fact that he's singing and smiling about anyone telling their story of any kind of assault at any age, to me, is proof that you don't care about someone getting the due diligence of, of their situation being handled legally. You want to be around here on social media playing social media games. And so I can't respect anybody, because to me, what he's saying is, because Larry Reed was speaking on me and doing about me in retaliation, I'm going to help talk about what someone is saying happened. And again, I have not seen the person's story. I have nothing. And I also feel like this is stuff we heard from before, where Larry Reed was saying he was never accused or arrested of doing anything. And a court document of an situation happening at an address was for a house he owned, not that it was him. And I don't like the fact that it seems like he's playing internet games for fun about a serious situation, which is somebody being assaulted. And y'all will see him smiling and laughing and singing as if it's funny. I come on and I can joke or whatever, but y'all know when it comes to serious shit, I'm not a jokester. You would think a man of God would not be either.
I will be posting the video. Oh, Larry has told his story years ago. No, he did not. Wait till you hear this story.
Again, he's in church. You hear the drums? He's in church. The bishop is in church in the back room on live discussing Larry Reed.
This is the first time ever. You're going to hear this one. Okay? I like to call this live checkmate. Okay? I told you, Larry Reed, to keep my family's name out your mouth. And you was gloating when I got arrested, right? Woo! Baby, the table is round. And then you want to send some information to your little boyfriend, your little boyfriend, what's his name, Conscious TV?
I don't know who Conscious TV is. I've heard the name before. But y'all know Bishop Robbery is also obsessed with, people who are in the LGBTQ community. Mm-hmm.
Little boyfriend, right? You want to send information over to him so he can attack me and my wife, right? Woo! Baby. You know I got some stuff on him too. But why am I doing this, y'all? Because I really don't care about these people. But you want to know what? They've been bullies far too long. They've been bullies. And they've been bullying the church. Okay? This is what I want y'all to understand. And you want to know what? They have intimidated the church by trying to find what they call dirt or errors and try to manipulate the church. And pastors allegedly have paid them money. Prophets have allegedly paid them money. Y'all say he's on live right now. Yeah, I know he's on live with his mentor. Y'all know that word, mentor. He's on live right now with, I think, Bishop Jordan, the modern day Cleo. Yeah.
You would think he would know God is drumming them drums to drown him out, to say, shut up. Shut up, Bishop. Shut up. Shut up, Bishop. And he just keeps talking. He just keeps talking.
Oh, trust me. He's pulling strings behind the scene too, y'all. But one thing about Bishop Whitehead, y'all, right? I ain't scared, y'all. Amen. I want y'all to understand this is the reason why I'm doing this. Okay? So I will be posting a video. Y'all just check my page. Check my page. Because the truth shall set you free. Let me tell you something. Somebody said the police only come when you commit a crime. So let me say this to you. I don't want to call you out your name. But ignorance, right, is just a crime in itself. So if the police only come only if a crime is committed, right? Why are you innocent until proven guilty?
Because an accusation is an accusation. And the police did not come get you. The feds did. And in my head, the feds and the police are different. And then the police don't hand out indictments. The police have warrants for people's arrest because they're accused of something. There has to be some kind of proof of some kind of accusation for the feds to come arrest you. You're innocent of the crime until proven guilty, meaning you don't go to prison. But there is some kind of evidence to get your ass arrested. Sir, stop playing dictionary.
That don't make sense, right? Right? That don't make sense, does it? Hold on, I put my glasses back on.
Up in the closeted room, in the church, versus being out front with the people there who working.
So, I'll be posting a video. I told Larry Reed keep my name out his mouth, right? I told him I was locked and loaded, right? I told him that. And I got more stuff too, right? I told him that I was locked and loaded, right? Here we go. This mess needs to stop. Well, let me block you since you say this mess needs to stop, because everybody always talk about this mess needs to stop, right? But they don't talk about the families that's hurt, my children that's hurting, right? My church that's hurting, right? So I'm just supposed to sit back and let these dudes walk all over us, right? Walk all over the church, right? Yeah, right? No, I'm not doing it. I don't care if you don't like it. That's right. Kurt Franklin got it last night. You want to talk about the bishop? I'm going to put you on blast. I ain't scared of none of y'all. Leave me alone. Keep my name out your mouth.
Meaning, if Larry Reed never said nothing about that man, and he knew what Larry was being accused of, he wouldn't say nothing. He's only bringing up this accusation of Larry Reed's situation in retaliation. You aren't supposed to be a bishop. You're around here in church acting a plum D fool.
Hold on 1 second, Facebook. Pumpkin. I'm in a bad area. Daddy call you right back. You see you freezing.
In what?
I'm in a bad area. Daddy call you right back.
Daddy, tell me to go.
I call you right back. Love you. I know you can't hear me. I call you back. I see it lagging. You still can't hear me. Daughter, what I tell you.
So for the second time, he on live. His daughter called him, and I'm gonna call you back, daughter. I'm on live. Y'all saw when I was on live earlier, my nephew called me, and you okay? What's going on? Cause he called me because I'm CC, you know what I'm saying? But however, to not get off of a pointless live, to talk to your child for the second time is crazy to me.
But anyway, I don't care what people say, y'all. I'm gonna be a preacher, but I'm gonna be a defender of the gospel.
Absolutely, he was lying. Because he's on live on this other phone with a great connection. Nothing was wrong with his connection. But he cared more about being on live than talking to his children.
Period. And I'm doing this for the church. He's been a bully for far too long. I'm talking about pastors paying him money to be quiet. And that's not no allegedly. That's facts. That's facts. I got the paperwork. Y'all. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, right, there's no more being bullied. Okay? No more being bullied, y'all. No more. We're not doing this no more. So, I want y'all to understand I'll be posting a video very shortly. And it's going to be a link. Amen? It's going to be a link.
Why are you smiling?
And hold on. You care, love. That's why you're responding. Boss lady, don't start because you'll get blocked real quick. All right? You'll get blocked real quick. You was cool, but don't get on my bad side. Okay?
Pastors have bad sides? Okay.
Don't get on my bad side. I'll let you get tricky before, but chill out now. All right, so like I was saying, right, there's a lot of things that I can't talk about with my stuff, but my lawyers is doing what they got to do, right? And there's a lot of people behind this, and there's a lot of foulness going on. But we talking about Mr. Larry Reed, okay? We talking about Mr. Larry Reed, okay? And Mr. Larry Reed, I'm going to be posting a video. And there's going to be more videos to come. Okay? And I want to salute Tasha K.
And there you have. So he wants to salute Tasha K. So Bishop, who's at church and not preaching, he's in the bathroom on live, wants to, congratulate Tasha K. For what do y'all ask? Let's listen.
For having the courage to let it hang out. I want y'all to tag Larry Reed because he's been bullying the church. And it's his time to shine now. He wanted to sit here and gloat when I got arrested. I told you, I'm a prophet. No. Prophets do not create stuff. See, you created that.
No. If you did something that he found out about it, he went to the authorities, you created it, he just snitched.
You can't create something and say, God told you. No. It don't work like that. But let me tell you this. There is a young man with a testimony of you allegedly doing a whole lot of foul play.
Why are you smiling? So when I tell y'all that he be on that BS, how are you having this conversation about what that young man is saying allegedly happened, but you smiling? Why are you smiling? Is it funny? It's funny to you. Okay.
And it's about to drop. Somebody said surviving Larry Reed. You said it, I didn't. Surviving Larry Reed. That's what you said. I did. But let me tell y'all something, and I'm done. Y'all better stop drinking the Kool-Aid. Stop not liking Bishop Whitehead because I sound the alarm. Okay?
We don't like you because you are a wolf in wolf's clothing.
Stop not liking Bishop Whitehead because I'm a preacher. Because I'm a preacher that's not a floor mat. When I come into this church, I preach the gospel. But all these young men that's being raped and molested, right, needs to stop. And allegedly, Larry Reed, you molested, and you molested some victims, allegedly. And now they're going on TV, Larry Reed. So everybody what they call them, the Patreons, whoa, you're not going to believe it, right? But if it's your son, right? If it's your son, wouldn't that matter? If it's your son?
So that was him last night. I told we'll watch a little bit of that and then get to what he did today. Because today, without all the background church music, he was still around here, to me, just being team too much. Okay. So this is him he back in his regular car. Okay. In that same boot. Y'all realize he don't have that much stuff. He really be wearing the same coats and same hats and same shirts. I'm just saying.
The full interview on Sunday. Woo! Baby. Keep my name out of his mouth. That's what I told him. But no. Nope.
So a whole day later, he's still talking about Larry Reed. Now, I want to show that Tasha K is interviewing someone who said that they I forgot that hold on, y'all. What I love the most about Derek, he's so loyal. Monique and Derek was on. I meant to record it, y'all. Hold on, y'all. I want y'all to take 1 second and like the video. Hold on, y'all. Hold 1 second for me. I forgot Monique and Derek from the lockup was gonna be on live. So I had to set my phone up. Okay, I'm back. But as I was saying, Tasha K put up a advertisement to an interview she has coming up, and it is with the gentleman who is alleging that Larry Reed did stuff to him, and that is the video that Whitehead, Bishop Robbery, put up on his channel. Let me see. I'm gonna share my screen. I'm not gonna play the video, but I want y'all to see on Larry's channel. He had his live of him at the church. Okay. His live of him in the church, sitting around in the church, and him saying, you see, tag Tasha K. He tried to tag Larry. It looked like Larry Reed has him blocked now. So he tried to tag Larry Reed, but he could not. And then the next thing he put up was this interview that Tasha K is doing, or she did, with this gentleman who is saying that Larry Reed did stuff. And that's going to be up on our website. I'm not going to watch it. And I told you, Larry Reed, keep my name out your mouth. And I told you to keep the church gospel out of your mouth. Now it's your turn to shine. And again, he tagged Tasha K and tried to tag Larry Reed, but he could not. And this is the person alleging things happened between him and Larry Reed when he was younger. The reason I'm not going to watch that video is because I don't want to get into that. I don't want to get involved in that. Because I feel like when somebody accuses someone of that, when you go to gossip blogs and YouTubers about stuff, to me, it's like if you feel like someone did something to you, I would just sue them. I would sue them because I feel like if I'm doing interviews about it, what is my intent? So y'all know Tasha K, she's a huge blogger, she's a huge YouTuber. But sometimes, girl, it just I don't know. So again, that's up on her website or whatever. I'm pretty sure that they'll replay the interview on her YouTube channel in a couple days or whatever. But again, that is what what Bishop Robbery is talking about.
Listen, and I got more. A real Brooklyn dude always got more in the stash. I got more. But this one right here, what this is doing, y'all, is exposing child molestation in the church. Okay? Allegedly. But we can't say allegedly because it goes on in the church. Y'all want to think, if y'all ask me a question, if I believe him, yes, I believe him. Not 100%, 1000%. I just got off the phone with him too. And I was kicking it for a little while. But he just said, he just was thanking me for, because I paid for his attorney, y'all. Soon as I put him on my live, and all I did had him speaking from another phone. As soon as Larry Reed heard that he was on my live, he sent him a cease and desist. That's what master manipulators do, y'all. Right? He called himself a prophet, but yeah, he called the police on me and talk about, oh, I told you he was gonna get arrested. Well, who wouldn't get arrested if you called the police? That's not prophecy. That's called calling 911 or whatever the federal government's name is.
There is calling 911 because, oh my God, someone just broke my house. That's one thing. You had an indictment against you. No one called a 3-digit number to get you arrested. No, that ain't how it happens. It isn't. So it's like he's conflating two issues. And I don't know why. It's insaneness. It is insaneness. And just to play devil's advocate, this is the same stuff he brought up earlier last year. After the robbery, this came up at around maybe August, maybe even September. I can't remember, whatever. But he was bringing this stuff up and whatnot. And Larry Reed was saying this person was someone who was of age. He was not younger, who was accusing him of stuff that wasn't true. And when him and another YouTuber went to court about the YouTuber bringing this information to the masses, that Larry Reed sued him for, I believe, defamation and whatnot. And when they went to court and the judge made, him take the stuff down, they both agreed to drop their suits. So Larry Reed allegedly has sent the cease and desist because this issue had already been handled in the courts of them saying it wasn't true. But again, I don't know because I have not heard this person's full interview and I don't know what has happened and I ain't got time. But this is Bishop Robbery trying to project and, just change the narrative off of what he was arrested for and bring it to, oh, this is what Larry Reed is being accused of but never arrested for, and there were not any charges. So I can't even say it's an accusation. It's an accusation, not anything that Larry was arrested for. Now, but we know that Bishop Robbery was arrested for fraud.
How many number is? Hold on a second, y'all. This who calling me. Hello? Hello? What is it reference to? Here you go. You want to do that? Okay, I'll do that. You want to do that?
I know Larry Reid was on live yesterday. I don't know what he's put out today, but you're saying Larry confirmed tonight that he's suing the accuser and preparing to sue Tasha K. When I heard yesterday Bishop Robbery saying how Tasha K said this and said that, I was like, and I seen the preview of the interview with the accuser. I said, Larry Reid gonna sue y'all. Larry Reid is gonna sue most of y'all, if not all of y'all. Just on GP. If it's all from the same stuff that came out a couple years ago, I was like, he gonna probably sue some people. Probably sue some folk, and we shall see. But I have not seen him say that, but I'm not surprised if he did.
And I do that. So, right behind the cease and desist, he filed a law. This Larry Reid been bullying you and all the rest of his alleged victims by trying to take you out of court and wring you out by you utilizing all your money on lawyers. You know what I mean? And so what I did was I promised him. I said, if this dude Larry Reid come at you, I'm gonna pay the lawyer fees. And that's what I did. I paid all the lawyer fees for him.
So he's saying the person who's accusing Larry Reid of these things, he's paying for that man's lawyer. Okay. He's not involved in that case and whatnot.
And I gave him my lawyer, Brian Miss. It was dismissed, right? But I'm a man of my word. I'm a man of integrity. And I told him, I said, yeah, man, you got to come out, man. You got a wife, you got a family, you know. So I told him, yo, get off my page and talk about this is messy. It ain't no messy. Get out of here. Y'all, man, listen, I'll tell you, man. Hold on, let me block this person. Hold on, y'all. Let me block this person real fast. This is messy. Everybody, when people talk about this is messy, right? What if this was your son? Nobody wants to sound the alarm. That's like in the hood, right? In the hood, when people get killed. Nobody get caught because it's a no snitching clause. And then you have a mother that's without a child because of violence. And then nobody's saying nothing. But then you got these hypocrites that want to sit here and say that they are for the community, but yet they sitting here saying don't snitch. So they holding on the mother crying on TV saying we got to stop the crime. But then on the flip side, they're saying no snitching, right? You got to play one side. You can't play both sides at the same time. And even with the church, y'all can't say y'all love Jesus, but when somebody's committing an alleged child molestation, and then a bishop comes on and exposes it, then you want to sit here and talk about it's messy. No, this is my duty. This is my job, right? This is my duty, and this is my job to protect the church, okay? And if this young man was fondled, did y'all see that? Did y'all see the clip I post? He said that Larry Reid told him, and this is his experience. He said that Larry Reid told him to get naked and to dance for him. What? What? Yo, y'all go on my page, man, and check that out.
That is a part from what Tasha K put up. Again, you know, Bishop is involving himself in the whole thing and is coming off like you're upset because you were arrested, and now, and also because this interview had to be pre-recorded. So the fact that you and the young man and Tasha K were all aware of this interview, and we know that Tasha K and Larry Reid fell out. I'm just saying.
He said Larry Reid told him while he was naked to dance for him. And then he said, yo, he said he didn't know what to do. He's 15 years old. He said, yo, he didn't know what to do. He said, nah, but he ain't had the balls to be sitting there dancing, knowing that ain't right. So then Larry Reid told him this is what he's saying on the interview. He said Larry Reid told him, said, look, you know what? Just spin around. Just turn around. Just turn around a couple of times. Just turn around. 15-year-old naked. And this dude, Larry Reid, is a whole pastor. But yet, he want to be beating up on the church?
Again, retaliation. Yes, queuing. At one point, what I heard was that he was 19 or 20. He was not 15. So because I have not seen the current recent interview, I don't want to speak on it because I haven't seen it. But from what I remember, when we had this conversation, back in the fall, late summer or early fall of 2022, was the person who did this interview with Tasha K was saying he was actually 19 or 20. So wasn't him feeling like he was a child being told to do things? He was saying he just felt like because Larry Reid was a mentor or whatever to him, that he felt taken advantage of. And to me, there is a difference between someone who's 19 or 20 who is legal, of legal age, feeling like someone took advantage of them. To me, there's a difference between that and a child being the N-word by someone. To me, that's two different things. But right, what I recall, the person was 19 as well. And I feel like that's why when the first time the stuff came up, Larry Reid sent out the cease and desist, because what he was saying, to my recollection, wasn't true. So him now doing a sit-down interview with Tasha K currently, to me, that can be why Larry Reid would want to sue them for defamation. Okay. So, what I'm saying, I'm not saying who's lying or telling the truth. All I'm saying is the one thing I remember is I don't remember the person being a 15-year-old young man. I remember the same story about them being in a room together and him saying how he was, told to take his clothes off and he ended up being naked and stuff. Yeah, I'm not saying the accuser lying, but I know what y'all are saying. But the crazy part is Bishop Robbery attaching himself to all of this in retaliation for crime that he is being accused of, that he was arrested for. And he's taking that out on Larry Reid and this accusation from years ago.
Yeah, it is Tasha's job to get it out, but it's also my job to get it out too. You want to know why? Because I'm a pastor for the community, right? Like, come on, man. Like, y'all crazy. It's like we could preach about the devil, but we can't talk about the devil. The Bible came to kill, steal, and destroy. And if the devil was utilizing Larry Reid to create a spirit of perversion, which means having this young boy dance for a man butt naked.
And let me say this. To me, this is all also a dog whistle, because I believe he knows how sensitive we are about children being messed with. So if I can keep saying a child, a child and this and that and that and this, and no one is asking what happened. Because my thing is, I want to know what happened. What year did this happen? Okay, how old were you in the year? Let me see your birth certificate so I can see that you really were that age. Because again, it's two different situations. Either way it goes, no one should feel like they're taken advantage of. But there's a difference between a grown man, two grown men of legal age doing whatever, than a underage child being taken advantage of by a grown adult man. That's two different things. And a part of me feel like Bishop Robbery are conflating those two things because he wants people to not like Larry Reid. But I keep remembering they were saying that young man was 19, not 15.
So I'm not supposed to talk about what Satan is doing? This is messy. No, man, get a life. Get a life. But it's all right for y'all to watch him tear down churches and tear down families. He up there talking about, yeah, I told his wife that she better run. And one of her friends said that, yeah, when the time is right. Nigga, you all in my world, right? That's why I'm going to tear your behind. Pause, hold up. I got to take it easy because who we talking about. Let me take it easy. Nigga, you getting all the smoke. Negro, you getting all the smoke. I told you to keep my name out your mouth, right? So now Sunday, they're going to see the entire video and they're going to see all the receipts. Some of your followers was talking about, oh, this is old news. This is old. No, it's not. Not these receipts. Oh, we got new, fresh receipts with this because he lied to y'all and told you that this case was dismissed when the YouTuber, his name is Daryl, the YouTuber put it out there, and he talking about, oh yeah, it was dismissed, which it wasn't. They just made an agreement because it was costing the other blogger so much money. They made an agreement that he wouldn't put nothing else out there, and Larry Reid wouldn't say nothing to him, and they took it off the table. I got the paperwork. I got all of the paperwork.
How do you have time to have all the who is doing your sermons? Who, girl?
So he's telling y'all that it was dismissed because it wasn't credible. He's a liar, just like all these other pastors.
Bishop lying. The case between Larry Reid and that YouTuber, Daryl Moore. The case between them, we literally looked and read those documents together a few months ago. The case was dismissed because there was no proof. And then neither side had to pay, the other person's lawyer fees. That's all it was. It's the equivalent of what happened with Tasha K and Cardi B. Someone saying something on their YouTube channel as if it's fact. They don't have any proof that it's facts. So the person who they were speaking about sues them for defamation and take the videos down or get sued. Take the videos down or keep going to jail. Take the videos down or your channel could be striked. Take the video down. And the person took the videos down. And we all knew when Bishop Robbery posted those videos of the audio of someone talking, we knew he got it from Daryl Moore. But that case was closed.
That be molesting these boys, you know what I'm saying? When they be going to different towns, they be luring these young ministers into their hotel rooms, and they just foul. They just foul. And it's people like you guys that want to sit here and talk about Bishop is messy that make these young boys afraid, right? Make them afraid. Do you know, when I was interviewing musicians, they were saying to me, Bishop, we don't even really know if we want to play because we get so disrespected by other pastors. We ready to go to R&B. You know what I'm saying? So musicians getting hit on.
What you mean to tell me that musicians in the gospel world, in the church world, don't want to do it because they get hit on by pastors and they not get hit on in the music industry? that's your belief, you sound dumb.
They getting disrespected, ministers getting hit on, disrespected, and now y'all want to sit here and talk about, oh, this is messy. No, if it was your son, it wouldn't be messy. Y'all be pumping your fists up. You be pumping your fists up for Bishop. Yeah, Bishop, thank you so much. You're a blessing. You're a blessing to stand up. And you want to know why no other preachers are doing it? Why are you doing this? And why you're the only bishop that's doing this? You want to know why? Because I'm not in bed with the rest of these preachers. That's why.
So all the preachers are in bed together, protecting each other and stuff. That's what it is. Okay, all of them, but you. Every other pastor in the world is in cahoots with each other except you, because nobody else speaks up for you. Nobody else connects with you. Nobody.
That's why. I'm not in bed with them. They can't shut me up. Okay? I got money, I could fight, and I got my own church. Now what? And I don't need none of them. I'm not a part of the Reformation. I have my own Reformation. What? I don't need y'all for nothing. So therefore, they can't put a muzzle over me. That's why I'm the only preacher talking about this. That's why. Because no other preachers got the gall. You want to know why? Because they got secrets. They all know each other's secrets. Everybody know each other's secrets. But you want to know what? This young 15-year-old boy was molested. I believe him.
If everybody know everybody's secrets, then don't nobody has secrets, because everybody know. Secrets are things no one knows. And you sound stupid.
That's what I believe his story. I believe his story. So if I believe his story, that's my belief. I'm not telling y'all to believe. You guys can say it's allegedly. But I spoke to this guy multiple times for months, and I believe it. I believe it. Period, point blank. And at the end of the day, you're supposed to be able to be safe.
So y'all do know him saying, I've talked to this person multiple times for months. To me means, so y'all been, talking about this. Have y'all went to the police? Like, if this is a true crime that happened, y'all kept talking, but no one went to file a suit. If this is my thing, if this is true, if Larry Reed did do this, he should full-heartedly be arrested and sent to jail. And if y'all have all these receipts, why didn't y'all hand over any of these receipts to the police? If y'all have proof that a grown person was around here messing with a 15-year-old person, y'all ain't take that to the police? No one thought to call to the people? Okay.
In here and talk about my church got robbed, but your churches are getting robbed every day because these preachers are stealing booty.
Yeah, he said it. He said preachers are stealing booty.
These preachers are out here stealing booty. PSB. Preachers stealing booty. And it's foul. And it's foul. That's what it is. It's foul play. It's foul play. Right? I think Tasha got it. It's called Preachers, Prophets, and Pedophiles. Woo! Baby, it's going to be a hot Sunday this Sunday. Woo! And it's going to be 7 years that I've been a bishop of the Lord's Church this Sunday, but we're going to be celebrating it next month.
So, yeah, you see the foolishness that's going on? Do you see? Do you see? Okay.
We're going to be celebrating it next month. And we're going to do the big grand opening for the church next month. I didn't want to rush it this month.
You couldn't rush it because the church don't even have your name on it. You're trying to get time to get the other church, the other church's name off and get your name on.
You know, You know, we got to watch preachers, pedophiles, preachers, prophets, and pedophiles. We got to watch that, you know. Y'all hashtag PSB. Hashtag that, y'all.
Because that's funny, you know. Let's hashtag that. Listen, it's funny, right? Let's hashtag that. Okay.
Hashtag that, y'all. PSB. Preachers stealing booty. And this is a bishop. Yes, I'm a bishop. Yup. Fully consecrated bishop. That's right. You ain't never seen nothing like me. Just like they ain't seen nothing like Jesus. Same old. When Jesus came, all of the religious leaders was like, what is this? He has to be from Beelzebub. He has to worship the devil. Have to be. We never seen nothing like him. He's wise. He flipping tables over. He ain't scared of us. Yes, my Jesus was a rebel. And that's what he taught me. PSB. PSB.
That's our bishop. Bishop Robbery.
Yo, y'all funny. Y'all stop putting all them laughing emojis, man. Y'all stop it.
Up here joking. Up here laughing. Making it a joke.
Y'all stop putting all them laughing. Hold on, I'm parking now. Y'all stop putting all them laughing emojis, all right? Stop. Stop it. And you know the funny thing about it, right? A lot of y'all know a lot of preachers that's stealing booty, right? A lot of y'all know that. And my brother. Hold on. You come in, just come in.
You finished, man.
Now come in, it's cold out there.
I bet you finished. I'm right here.
All right. Shit, my brother crazy.
He like, I don't want nothing to do with whatever you doing on that live. Leave me out of it.
Baby. Yeah, what do you mean I changed? I'm still a peaceful person. What are you talking about? Y'all crazy. I changed. Y'all act.
Still laughing about it. I just want to show how.
Yo, what is wrong with y'all, man? Woo, baby, PSB, baby.
So what you make it seem as if he's a good person?
The skinny jeans. Oh, yeah. Well, we already addressed it. Somebody said, can we address the skinny jeans thing? Well, you know, like I said, you know, good old Kurt, good old Mr. Freak Me. You know, he said what he said about me. I ain't like it. I said what I said. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I don't have a porno problem. I don't need to be delivered from watching porn, right? And, you know, these dudes be thinking they bigger than what they are. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, he was an icon to me. He was an icon, you know, love his music. But when you sitting back hating on me, you know what I'm saying? When I'm going through my Job season and you behind the scenes talking about me, and I know you're talking about me. You know what I'm saying? You sitting here talking about me and all that, you know, and it's just like, come on, you running around here as a sex symbol. But we don't even want to talk about that. He don't want no smoke over here. And that's it. You know, my platform is huge. I'm not a nobody. So he could do that to these young people that are afraid of him. So that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? You know, and that's it. That's just the bottom line. You're not going to talk crazy about me, period. And I tell it to you in your face, too. I tell it to you in your face, period. Somebody said, go to bed. All right, so let me put you to bed. Bam. Put you to bed. Yeah, I don't want this smoke. All right, y'all. So y'all ain't talking about it. I'm getting off, man.
I'm gonna fast forward to when he bring on King Jive because I'm tired of hearing his voice.
I don't want to bring you alive because I'm suing you. You still ducking. Jive, why don't you give me your address and stop ducking? You know, we've been sending. You know, come take this $20 million lawsuit so I could own everything. Well, you really don't got nothing, but I could put a garnish on everything you get. That's why I'm trying to help you with your YouTube, because you broke as a joke. You know what I'm saying? You broke as a joke. And Larry Reed been talking about you on the low, on the lizardy low. Woo! Yo, I would love to see y'all two box, because y'all both don't like each other. And you fronting like you like them. But I got the receipts. Y'all, ooh, Larry been talking about you. A lover's quarrel.
So y'all know King Jive is the YouTuber who he's trying to sue for 20 mil. So he went from talking about Kurt Franklin. He then transitioned into talking about Larry Reed. I skipped over that. He's now talking about King Jive. Jive is the guy who, when Larry Reed and that lady was on live, and then Bishop Robbery came on live, and then when Bishop Robbery left live, Jive came on after that. And since that moment, Bishop Robbery has been obsessed with them both.
Listen, y'all. So I know you had went live. I heard they, people inbox me. I'm busy. They said Bishop Lil Javi went live. I said, oh, he did? Who he talking about? He said he was talking about your family and talking about you being arrested. I said, oh yeah, same old thing. He trying to get his YouTube up? Okay, no problem. I said, hold on. Did he tell everybody he told on his mother? I'm just asking for a friend. Did he tell everybody he told on his mother? Did he tell everybody that he was a part of the indictment and he the only one that didn't go to jail? Did he tell y'all that? I think they got arrested in Florida, right? And she did 5 years in Florida for the same scam. Robbing after summer school. I think it was summer school program. That's what it is. Robbing the government for summer school program, right? She did 5 years in Florida. And then she went to Tennessee and started Lil Javi started the scamming again. Yep. So she's doing 24 years in the federal penitentiary. And he got the nerve to be up here talking about somebody need to go to jail. Nobody wants to be your mother's cellmate. Listen, Jive, send me your Cash App. Put your Cash App up. And why isn't Larry Reed, Uncle Reed, helping your mama?
Person has one time to mention my mama, and I'm all bets are off. Okay, I'm beating ass.
What's going on, Javi? So listen, y'all. Let me help him out. Let me sew into his life. Y'all follow Lil Javi, all right? Lil Javi, all right, y'all. He got these big, stupid windshield glasses on, talking like a bowl of fruits. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Like, and then you want to sit here and be a man when you want to be a man. Then you want to act like a woman. I'm just confused, bro. If you gonna be a part of the LGBTQ community, I'm rolling with you. Go ahead. That's you. And I ain't gonna talk about you like that no more. But don't try to swindle me. Don't try to beef your voice up one time and then you want to sit here and act like a female the next time. So, I get at least one day to stoop down to their level, right? Just one day, right? Just let me get one day. I know, Bishop, you this, you that. I know. Just one day, y'all. Let me just.
You messy every day. You go live every day. I'm tired of you going live. Because every time you go live, I have to watch it, download it. You are messy every day. Every day. I still don't know when you do your lesson plan for church. I don't know.
Bust him to the white beat one time. So if y'all want me to add a little jive, and boy, don't come up here acting like no chick, and don't come up here acting all ratchet. We're gonna have a conversation. However you feel, you feel. Boom, bang. We're gonna talk it out. Because that's how we should have did it from the get-go. But you wanna let old little gremlin Larry Reed
not a gremlin. This is the weird part. Bishop Robbery really feel like anybody who's a content creator who commented in their commentary on his situation is using him. That's how we look at. I'm like, Jive is a YouTuber. We discuss stuff that go on. Are you so closed-minded or just dumb that you don't get the premise of that? I guess so.
Pull you into war. Listen, if y'all want me to add, y'all so mixy. I mean, y'all so messy. All these daggone yeses. Yo, yeah. Let's keep it.
So that's Jive. At the same time, Bishop was on live. Jive was on his own live about whatever else. People were allegedly, tagging him in it. So while he was on his YouTube live, he was then streaming Bishop on live. And as Bishop was asking him to come on, he popped on live. So you're seeing, King Jive and Bishop together on IG Live. And the whole time he streamed this to his YouTube channel, making money hand over fist.
Let's keep
I
it
have nothing
clean.
negative to say to you, because first of
Let's
all,
let's keep. Hold on, Javi. Hold on. Now let
they know who
everybody
I
know
am.
who you
They know
are.
who I am.
Everybody. No, they don't. No, they don't. No, they don't. Stop acting like everybody know you. They don't know you, brother. My people don't know you. Okay, I can get about 200
I'm
no's
sure they're
right
going
now.
to
They're
say
gonna say,
no,
I said,
but
you
I
know,
mean, what do you
Javi.
want to ask me? Because I'm sitting up here, you're saying that I put my mother in jail? Did you read that? No, I'm
I
asking you, did you
got
read
some paperwork, brother.
Did you read
I have
that?
paperwork. Yes, I have paperwork.
No, I did not.
Did you testify against your mother?
Did you read the papers?
Hold on. So let me cut the lights on. Let me cut these lights on. So are you telling me? Hold on, because I might have a reading issue.
You do. Because when we cover the stuff with Larry Reed, I'm like, if you read the court paperwork, it never says, oh, because the YouTuber didn't have the money to keep going. That's why. That ain't what it said. You don't know how to comprehend legal paperwork, fool.
I might have a reading issue. But are you telling me that you was not a part
No.
of your mother's crime? You and your mother's crime.
No.
So not in Florida.
Did you read? I'm asking you again. Did you read the paperwork? Did you read the paperwork?
Because y'all heard Bishop kept saying, I got the paperwork. I got the paperwork. I know, and blah, blah, blah. But did you read the paperwork? Did you read it?
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna post the paperwork and let everybody read it. I have a lot of paperwork on you, brother.
Lamar,
and
here's
I don't
the
think
thing.
that's the smoke you want.
I just asked you a simple question. Did you read that in the paperwork? I asked you, did you read that I testified against my mother? You asked me, am I a part of something?
Okay, so let me ask you this, right? Because it's certain things that I can't say right now because you
have
we
a lawsuit against me.
lawsuit.
Let me ask you a question.
But
No, listen, because you've been talking all this time and I've been listening.
No, I haven't. I have not. You asked me a question. I answered your question. You said I'm talking all the time. My question to you is: are you telling me you wasn't a part of your
Yes, I was
mother's
in that case. Yes.
Oh, okay. Hold on, because you just said you wasn't. Hold on now.
Comprehension skills are not given to anyone. Okay? You have to really have them. Someone saying, yes, I was involved in the case does not mean I was involved in the crime.
Because you started to make me think
You're
I smoked
asking
weed.
me, did I put
And I
her
don't
in
smoke weed.
jail? You're
So hold
asking me,
on.
did I do a conspiracy?
No,
and that
hold
was
on.
not
I
it.
asked you, Javi, Job. I asked you, were you a part of your mother's case? And you said no. Am I correct, y'all? Am I correct?
I'm not on trial here.
Am I
Unlike you, I'm not on trial. You are.
I'm not
correct,
on
y'all?
trial.
No, I know you're not on trial. I know you're not on trial, but
Okay, you're
but
rehashing something
I asked
that
you.
I'm not in court for.
Rehashing your court shit. Because you are currently having a court situation is one thing. You try to rehash my mama court case when she's in prison, sir, don't mean nothing to me.
I never put my mother in jail.
No. I'm not asking you. To rehash it. But what I'm saying to you,
Lamar,
I'm
you're
asking you
asking
again
me, did I
because
put my mom in
listen,
jail?
brother. Excuse me. Can you please call?
Sir,
Can you please
I'm
call me
talking, you
Bishop?
said man to man, right? So
Okay.
I'm not doing titles. And it
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. I agree. Okay. No problem. No problem. I agree. Okay. I rock with you, man to man. All right.
Lamar,
And you ain't
I
wear them
just want to
glasses
have a
too? No problem.
conversation.
All right. Here we
Because
go.
I'm not gonna
Okay,
get
so let me ask
ridiculous
you a
with you
question.
because you
So let me
can't
ask you.
hang up on me. But I'm just trying to have a conversation with you.
No. I want you to say what you gotta say, but let's get back to the question. So now you're
I
saying
was
you
in that
were part of the
case.
case, right?
So before you flip my
Okay.
words, I said I was in
And
that case. Did I testify against my mother? No. I was a testifying witness for her in her defense. That's why you need to read those papers.
Because you're saying I spoke against my mama ain't true. You did not read the papers. I was someone round here talking in defense of my mother in her case, which proves to me he ain't read shit. And you can tell that Larry Reed, or not Larry Reed, Bishop Robbery don't know how to comprehend shit because Jive is sitting there not even really saying that much, and he's still making Bishop Robbery look stupid.
So while you're online saying that I put my mother in jail,
no, I'm gonna put. Listen, I'm gonna put the
you can
paperwork up
put the
because my team is
paperwork
texting me
up,
right now
but they're
saying,
going to
Bishop,
read the
we're
same
gonna send.
thing. It's
No problem. No
fine.
problem. Okay. Okay. No problem. No problem. So we're gonna put it up. But anyway, right? So your mother got time and you didn't get
Because
time.
they
How
were,
did you get off?
dude, I'm not on trial.
And that was the gotcha. Jive was never arrested. He was never involved. However, his mama, which was who they was after because she did do stuff in a different state and then did stuff there too, he was not involved, but he tried to speak in defense of his mama. And him saying, put the documents up, put the documents up, I don't care. If you had read them, you can't see someone's name in the transcript and assume, oh, that means he was around there helping his mama go to prison. And he didn't go to prison. Well, your wife ain't going to prison. Your kids ain't going to prison. Does that mean you didn't do it? No.
These people were after her, not me. I testified for her in her defense
So how did
because
you
I
get
was
arrested then?
accused. Again, Lamar, go read the paperwork
All right.
before you try to.
What I love is if y'all notice, Jaff keep calling him Lamar. You know his name is Lamar. I love that Jive is seamlessly Lamar. Because Bishop trying to be funny and say Jivey or whatever, but it's not coming off funny. It's like whatever. But him calling that man Lamar, and we know that ain't that man's name, Lamar. Read the paperwork. Lamar, read the paperwork.
Twist it up in something, go read the
No,
paperwork.
I'm gonna put the paperwork up, brother. But
Stutter. When he's stuttering, it's because he's caught. He don't know what to do. He's used to over talking people, or he's used to talking to himself. He's used to being on live by himself. He don't know what to do when someone's making him look stupid.
anyway, okay, let's go. What you want? I'm gonna leave that alone because
Lamar,
we
you
got
can have,
receipts. I
listen,
got
you
some
can
stuff
have
that you don't even
receipts
know I
on me
got, brother.
all day long, but I promise you, yeah, I don't care from whatever you think you're talking about. At the end of the day, I didn't do anything to anybody. I didn't steal anything from anybody. You're on here trying to make me look bad, but let's start here. You think that I'm involved with Larry. I'm not involved with Larry. I'm a regular content creator like everybody else. You think in yourself that I'm involved with Larry. I had nothing to do with that. I jumped on a live just like you jumped on a live. You said on the live while I was on, you said your mama's a nigga, and I responded back to you.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. So are you telling me, right, Jive, that everything that you said
Every
about me is
paperwork
true?
that I had, I talked about it. Every court paperwork,
Oh,
that's what I
really?
talked about.
Oh,
As
really?
a content creator,
Oh, really?
that's what I talked about.
And that's what makes Whitehead look even more stupid because Jive is right. You pissed at Larry Reed. That's where your disdain comes from. And like he said, the same way you jumped on Larry Reed Live, I did too. But I'm a content creator. So when there was a court case or a police report or something about you as a content creator who talks about what's going on like everybody else, that's what I did. But he is trying to connect Jive to Larry Reed, who he don't like. And the great thing is, Jive is seamlessly answering the questions and making Lamar look stupid. Come on now, Lamar.
Okay. All right. So what? So you know? I don't want to get to the legality.
No,
So
you
what do you want to ask
wanted
me,
to
Jive?
bring me
Let's
on.
go. Because I heard. No, you requested.
Then you said
me. You came on.
No. Bishop Robbery was on live, and people in the comment section were saying that Jive was on live on his YouTube because he's a YouTuber. He's a regular YouTuber, was a YouTuber before Bishop Robbery got robbed. You know, the people who, Larry Reed was also someone on YouTube for. The fact that he's making it seem like all Jive do is talk about him, I don't know if it's true or not, but he's a content creator. He's a YouTuber. So Jive was on his YouTube. He wasn't talking about him at first, I don't believe. And then when I went to his YouTube thing, he had added in the live that Bishop had on, and Bishop was saying, oh, I can invite him up. So you wholeheartedly invited that man up and even asked your lawyer if you could do it.
You. If you wasn't on my page,
first of all, Lamar,
come on, Dobby.
People are sending me your live because they're saying you keep bringing me up.
Yep.
And you're bringing listen. You're bringing me
know why?
up.
Because you keep talking.
You're bringing me up because you think that I'm in cahoots with Larry against you.
You are. You know, I got to check your look. I got this receipt, right? I got it in my inbox, right? I got it in my inbox that let me figure what did it say?
He trying to figure out a lie. He wants to figure out some kind of lie. He is so flustered, y'all.
You and the girls that came to the church, right? You was in.
You know what's funny about that? I don't know those girls. They came on my live. They came on my live because they had something against you.
Again, as a content creator who goes, but you know what else? That's a reason I do not let people up on my lives. Because when you let someone up on your lives, you get held accountable for what they say and what they do. So he is a content creator who before I think would let folks up on live or whatever. He had people on his channel who then went to Bishop's church, and now Bishop think they in cahoots. It's like, no, nigga, I didn't know them. I'm a content creator. People come up on our live. We don't know them. But if they had an issue with you and came up to talk about you, that don't mean I know them.
I don't know them.
So I'm telling you, this is us first time talking.
All right, so John, let me ask you a question, John. What do we? So
we're not on that.
Arrested for fraud in Florida?
We're on what we're talking about right now.
Right. So you can't bring up my mama being arrested for fraud in Florida. My mama's in prison. That ain't what we here for. This is between me and you. But Bishop, no, he don't have no foot to stand on. So let me try to bring up other stuff to deflect from what's really going on here. I'm trying to sue someone who ain't did shit to me.
No. Because you asked me to.
I didn't ask you to clear nothing up.
You asked me to clear something, and I want to. You did. You asked me to clear something up before we went to this. So my question to you is: you wasn't arrested
I just told you all this.
Florida? No, you did not.
Anyways, let's go back. Let's go back to the girls that came to your church because.
No, hold on, because y'all sitting here always talking about the bishop is a scammer, the bishop is this, the bishop is that, and this is the stuff that you're reading, right? So I'm telling you what I'm reading. Are you telling me that you was not?
Have you ever been arrested for something you didn't do before?
Boom. Let me rewind. Let's see, 3207. So Bishop keep asking, were you arrested for whatever in Florida? Were you arrested? Like, why you? When John reply was, oh, so you've never been arrested for something that you didn't do? Boom.
Is that, and this is the stuff that you're reading, right? So I'm telling you what I'm reading. Are you telling me that you was not?
Have you ever been arrested for something you didn't do before?
It's the face of pure. What can I say? What can I say? Because what, were you guilty? Were you guilty? Were you innocent? What? I was, again, I think people don't understand that when you are a content creator who was always on lives and having me quick with it, your comebacks are fast and people can't handle you when you're in your zone. And Jive is seamlessly in his zone.
Hold on now. Hold
I'm
on
asking
now.
you a question.
Don't try to flip this on me.
Because
I
I
asked a
was.
question. So are you all right? So let me ask you a question, Job.
I don't comment. But I had to laugh. So y'all seeing me comment. I usually don't comment, but that made me laugh, so I had to put my little laughing emojis, okay? And Jab's point was I was arrested for something I did not do. Boom.
So you trying to tell me that they just dropped the charges because they said you ain't do it? God, yeah,
I'm crazy. Okay.
Your job, you're crazy.
So let's get back to the girls that came to your church.
So are you?
You said no. You said the girls came to your church because that was at me. You said I sent them.
So I have because I have a video.
That girl called me.
I have a video.
She called me on the phone. She has my Instagram.
How did she? Hold on. You just said you didn't know
on my show.
So how did she come out of my?
Didn't I tell you they came on my show before?
I'm confused. I'm so glad we on live because I'm so confused.
You know them. I never
know.
met them.
And
they came on my show.
So how did they get
and I interviewed Tasha, and the other girl was on my show as well. That's all the way. That's all the way I know them.
Hold on. So hold on. Was this before or after?
This was before
the church.
And I want y'all to know there's a bit of a delay when they're asking each other's questions. So I know it's kind of weird where you'll hear, Bishop ask something, but you'll hear Jive answer quickly. It's because it's like a delay, between them talking.
I know.
So you're on here and saying that I sent them to your church.
Hold on.
Absolutely
you and Larry had something to do with it. But anyway,
absolutely not.
Listen. Hold on. Let me finish. Let me say what I gotta say. Let me say this, right? So they was on your show, right? And as soon as they disrupted my church, you was the first person that they called.
No.
Am I correct?
I don't know who they called.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was
you're right.
Called.
Did they call you?
So he's saying, yes, they called me, but I was the first person they called. But again, when people are trying to send stories to us, they will send stuff to us. It does not mean that we set it up. Okay? Y'all know, y'all send me shit all the time. It don't mean I'm stalking someone's information. People send us stuff.
I know. You want to know why? Because I have the video.
And they have video of you too.
I have the
of choking Tasha. What? They got videos of you back and forth.
Okay, no, Job. Let me tell you what happened, okay, Job, so you understand. I didn't choke her, Job, and that's why I showed the entire video from inside. Listen, Job. Let me tell you. If I would have choked her, I would have told you I would have choked her. Let me tell you this, right?
See, he don't have no responses. When he's on his live alone, talking to the people watching him or whatever, he's talking all fast and saying all this shit. He don't have no answers. He's searching for the answers.
Hold on. All right, so look, right? This is funny. When I grabbed her from the back of her collar, right? I didn't know she had a wig on. That was a braided wig. No, I'm keeping it real. You want me to keep it real? I didn't know that was a wig.
I didn't know. So when I grabbed her from the back, I didn't know it was a wig, okay? And because I didn't know I didn't choke her. She choked herself. I didn't do nothing.
So when I grabbed the back of her collar, I grabbed her braids too. And that's how she scratched herself. And she know it because I I don't have nails. See,
Lamar,
look, I
how
don't
did
have
she
nails.
scratch
I never
herself
have
and
nails.
her hands are like this?
Because she tried to grab her wig. If you look, I'm gonna post the video again.
We saw the video over and over and over again. Okay, over and over and over again. We saw it from all angles. You choked that lady up. Even if all you did was joke her up, you yoked her up enough to where you left scratches on her neck.
She grabbed her hair because her wig was coming off. Because her wig was coming off. Ask her, was that a wig? I didn't know it was a wig. But when I grabbed the back of her shirt and her hair was long and I gripped it, it was a wig. So I had the mic in one hand and I had some wigs, some wigs. I had a little bit of the wig and a little bit of her shirt in my hand. Let me ask you a question. How could I get to her neck and choke her over all those braids?
It's on video.
Like this, I have braids right now, y'all. I have braids. Your hands go through the braid. You know what I'm saying? I have braids, but I can still scratch my scalp. It's like, nigga, what?
It is on video. But that's beside the point. I'm telling you right now. Here's the thing. I'm telling you. I can't defend Larry because this is not about Larry. Me and you were talking. I didn't send those girls to that church. I had nothing to do with what happened at your church. Now, am I one of the ones who did live? Absolutely. I'm a content creator. That's what I do.
Yo, hold on. Stop with this content creator garbage.
Well, I mean,
right?
You don't
Stop
believe me,
with
but
this
that's the
content creator
fact.
garbage because no. You guys targeted me. You targeted me. So let me ask you a question. So what didn't you say I got out of jail?
That's not what I
straight
said.
to the Bloods, the Crips, something like that.
That is not what I
What'd
asked
you say?
a question.
Again, you see, you said, didn't you say something like this? Didn't you say something like that?
I said, I asked to my public, I asked a question. I said, Bishop, how'd you get all that money in a sarcastic way? I said, are you connected to the Bloods and the Crips? That's what I said. That was a question. That was not a statement.
Knock it off, Job, knock it off.
I know what
brother.
I said.
Knock it off. You know you was foul. You know you foul, brother. You know you foul, man. You know you foul. And you try to sit here and try to make it seem like that you and Larry Reed ain't foul, man. You know you foul. Listen, I was going through, like, yo, my church was just robbed. And you dudes,
so here's the thing, Lamar. So you're mad at us. Now, mind you, okay, let's just say me.
I'm not mad. Whoa. I'm not mad at y'all. Okay? Y'all was very disrespectful. When y'all was acting out the robbery and y'all laughed at when the dude put a gun in my daughter's face.
I didn't see none of that. Now this is what I want you to understand. Put yourself in everybody who's watching this stuff. None of us saw a gun to your daughter's head. Nobody is laughing at that.
Nope.
But no, yes, I was, because when I said it, y'all picked it up and said, "Oh, well, we didn't see that part. Ha ha ha. He's probably lying. Ha ha ha." Y'all was wilding. But y'all didn't know I was a class clown. I do this for fun.
First of all, no one saw that. No one. And to my knowledge, there still has not been any footage released publicly that show what happened inside the church when they came in there. Even when he said he was going to release footage of the gun in my baby's face, he never did. The only video footage he released was them coming in the building and walking into the sanctuary. He never showed that. So we never did see that. And no one laughed about that. What we did talk about was how much he kept repeating it over and over and over again. That was the thing that people kept talking about, the fact that he kept repeating that one thing that no one saw happen. And even now, all these years later, all these months later, we still had not seen that. But no one ever laughed about that at all. We know a robbery happened. That ain't the thing. The thing is how you reacted after the fact, okay?
I mean, you want to play the dozen, we can do it.
knock it off, brother. So let's get back to this, right? Because you did say that I
That's
came
not
home
what
and
I
got with the
said,
Bloods and the
Lamar.
Crips.
That's
Right?
not
You
what I
did say
said.
that. Okay. Jive, in the lawsuit, right? We got all of the lies you
I got
said
all
about
of them
me. And you
too.
got it all. Listen, like, okay, but what I'm saying to you is this, right? My team went through all of the videos, right? And got everything
Oh,
written down what you said was a lie,
so the court
right?
paperwork, that's a lie.
Yes.
So the court paperwork,
Huh?
that's a lie.
What court paperwork
The
are you
court
talking about?
paperwork that we read on the
I don't know what
shows, you're saying that's a lie.
Meaning you talking about me talking about you when I was reading court documents of what you were accused of, because there was court documents of him being accused of robbing that lady of 90K because she sued him. Just saying.
What court paper are you talking about?
Every
Which
time you
court
went
paper
to
are you talking about?
court, even the time that you had to stand before the court and you told the judge that you're a man of God and they shouldn't be doing this to you, that's all in the transcripts.
Look at his face. Look at his face. He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready for Jive. He wasn't ready. Because when Jive is hitting it with, like, what about this time? He like, huh?
Okay. Okay, so what about when you say that
Let me change the subject. Let me change the subject because you right. Let me change the subject.
I got robbed, but now I'm
I
wearing the
said,
same jewelry I got robbed
why
with?
would you wear some jewelry that looks just like the jewelry that you got robbed?
We all said that. When he came back with that same ring, we said that's the same one he said he got robbed for. Why would he what? That's what made some folks feel like he wasn't robbed because he was then seen with the exact same jewelry like a day or two later or like a week later.
Yeah, oh my
You didn't say that,
God.
brother.
Dude, are
You
you
didn't say
serious?
that, brother. Yes, I'm serious. We have timestamps,
Dude, if
Jive.
you
We
grabbing
have
timestamps
timestamps, and I don't know why
from
you don't.
like in the video where I said this and that, sir, what I initially said was, why would you even wear jewelry or buy another set of jewelry that looks like the jewelry that you got robbed from or robbed of?
Why not?
Because
Why
it would
not?
make you look like a liar.
Boom. Because common sense typically ain't that common for Bishop Robbery. Because everyone thought he was lying because he had on the same jewelry.
But if I know I'm not a liar, I could buy what the hell I want to buy.
Let me tell you something. Any smart person, and I'm not saying that you're not smart.
I mean, he is saying he's not smart, but okay.
So just what I'm telling
Yes,
you
you are.
is,
Yes, you are.
me
Yes, you
personally,
are.
if I have a ring that's in my room and it has a crown on it. If I have that ring and somebody robs me of that ring, I'm not going to go and buy a similar ring just like that, because if I've already reported that that ring was lost or stolen, then the appraiser, the law, all the people are going to think that I'm a liar.
The fact that Bishop is still sitting there as if it doesn't compute, it doesn't compute, it doesn't compute, shows he is not the brightest bulb in the bulb pack of light bulbs. Boom, shaka, laka.
Okay, but nobody thought I was a liar, and I was never under investigation for the robbery. See, there's a lot of things that I couldn't tell you guys because it was a huge investigation that y'all know nothing about. Okay, and you guys out there was creating your own narrative, right? I don't care. I don't care about y'all narrative.
Yes, you do because you're suing. You can't say I don't care while caring.
Right? I'm all right. I'm successful, right? I'm not struggling at all.
You struggling. You may not be struggling financially, but you struggling. Your church struggling. Your marriage seems to be struggling. Your glass is struggling. Your blue jean jacket is struggling. Okay, you can't make it seem as if because you have money, you're not. Cause let me tell you something. People who are not struggling and who are happy in life would never be this upset all the time about people who they feel are less than them.
all. You know what I'm saying? And you okay, what about I'm trying to think of all the stuff that you said. What about the part when you said this nigga out here drug dealing?
That's not what I said, Lamar.
That's not what I said, Lamar. That's not what I said, Lamar. Every time he said Lamar, I cackle in my head because that man's name is Lamar. He calling him Lamar.
Tell me you ain't say that. Yo, all right. I'm about to get off because you ain't
I
being
have
truthful,
all
man.
of my videos. Every video that I've done to you is in a playlist. I can go back through all of them.
All right. Well, listen, job, listen. So we ain't even gonna talk about this no more because you ain't being truthful, job. And I'm not gonna pay a bunch of money for my lawyer to sue you if you guys were just doing what you say you was doing. No, y'all was doing me dirty.
Don't say y'all
And
because
you know,
again, you and Larry have your own issue.
You and Larry, I don't got no issue with him.
That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie.
I don't have an issue with a gremlin. Period. I don't have issues with gremlins. All right, you know, and
Stop calling Larry Reed a gremlin when y'all can be cousins. Y'all can be cousins. Cut it out.
These quotes, see, because what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna actually play these snippets because you're saying that I'm not, and then people are gonna look at you like you crazy. Because I'm gonna make sure that my team, because we got everything stamped.
You see him making up shit. You see it is he's rambling. I'm a post everything because we have it stamped. You know, it's stamped. First of all, when someone's on YouTube, you can't stamp shit. There's nothing to stamp. So what do you mean?
So I'm gonna play this, and it's not gonna look good for you, Job.
Videos too, and I put them on my Instagram. You said that I said you was a part of Bloods and Crips. That video is on my Instagram, and I said this. What I just said to you is what I just repeated in that video.
So you didn't say I was. You didn't say I was out here.
I made a statement and asked a question, Lamar.
I made a statement and asked a question, Lamar.
Y'all, this dude is, he's good, y'all. He is good. Everything's a statement and a question. He's good, y'all. So how did you say? What did you say?
We're not doing that.
What did you say? I'm asking.
I made the statement about your jewelry, and I said, why would you wear the same jewelry or buy the same jewelry that you say that you got robbed from? That was the question that I asked on my live. As far as you being in a gang, I said, Lamar, how did you get all of this money? I said, are you part of Bloods or Crips or something? That's what I said to you.
I'm still wondering where the money came from. I think I've been saying the whole time, he has never told us how he made the money once he got out of prison. He has not mentioned a job he had, a lottery he won. Did someone die? He inherited some money. He's never, in my opinion, to my knowledge, said anything about where he made the money. Lamar has never said that. Bishop, Lamar, Robbery has never said it.
Or said on the video. So again, you're saying you're trying to sue me because you think that I'm in cahoots with Larry.
And I went in all of them, right? Because
so I skipped on. It was like a 15-minute conversation of him rehashing, the live Larry Reed had with that lady. He rehashed all that same shit. I said, not today. No, ma'am. And I skipped over to the part where he brings up how on that live with Larry Reed, Genesis, and how they brought up Jive, and that's how Jive got included in all the bullshit. So I skipped that shit because it was a good 20 minutes. I'm like, we ain't doing that. No.
They were making a mockery of me. And this young lady, I never seen her day in my life. I don't know her. And everybody that know me, I am pro-woman. My mama raised me. My grandmother raised me.
Okay.
That was from him asking, why did you not say nothing to Genesis? This is him saying, well, I did go off on her or whatever. But people know I'm pro-woman. You a damn lie. Shut up.
I am
But the thing is,
pro-woman. And then they pulled you in. And the first thing you said, this nigga here. And then you start going, you ain't have no bass in your voice. I don't
do
know
you
if
hear
you
me
talk like
talking
that
now?
when you, because you on the
Oh,
phone
nigga,
with
that
a
ain't
man.
because I'm on the
That's
phone
why.
with no man. This how I talk all the time anyways.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not, nigga.
You
Yo,
got
listen,
my
man.
whole
Nigga,
pussy?
you be sounding like you.
Oh, I heard
No,
something
who said
wrong here.
that?
Never mind.
Who said
Sorry.
that?
I thought you said that. I'm
Who
sorry,
said
my
that?
bad.
Yo, brother. Yo, did y'all hear that? Yo, how
We're
did you
talking
get
at
all of
the
that?
same time, so I thought I heard you say that.
No, but why would you think I called you a whole, bro? You don't
Okay,
even
hold
like
on. Let me
that.
say
Why would
this
I
to you.
call you that?
Just because
No, I'm
I'm
asking you a
gay
question, brother.
doesn't mean that I'm doing or I'm fruity or I'm trying to be a woman. I'm a man at the end of the day.
Because if y'all recall, when he was live before Jive came on, I may have cut it out. He was saying, "Oh, Jive was like some like fruity pebbles." He kept saying fruity this, fruity that. He wants to be a woman. He doesn't have a deep voice. He's gay. He was saying all that stuff right before Jive came on the live.
I'm a man at the end of the day.
So, all right. So explain
So
that
you
to me,
think
because I'm
because somebody is
confused.
gay,
Explain
they
that.
want to be a woman?
I never said that. I just said explain it to me. I don't
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
know that world. I don't know that lifestyle. So you helping me
Okay.
now. So please tell me that.
Because someone
Explain
is
that to me.
gay does not mean that they want to be a woman or they want to act like a woman, whatever. You can be a gay person and be a regular man, period. It doesn't matter.
Two men cannot produce a child.
Again, I skipped another 10 minutes of conversation explaining being gay. Explain because bitches feel like, because you can't procreate, being gay is wrong. We're not gonna fuss it with the Bible or whatever. And this it was a mess. But I skipped the majority of that and we are here.
Which means they cannot produce. Okay?
Okay,
God is a God
so
of
stop right there.
productivity.
God is a God of
Let's stop. Let's
productivity.
go.
Do you not know that there are hundreds of species on this earth that mate with themselves? And God created them.
So his point was God created a whole bunch of stuff in the world, including other species that mate with themselves. So trying to make it seem as if because someone is gay, is whatever. Jack's point was people can be gay and still adopt kids who don't have parents, meaning you can still help raise raise human beings the same way as I'm gonna.
Okay, hold
We are
on. You said
species.
species.
Yes.
Hold on. I'm talking about the human species. Okay? All right? Okay? I ain't never seen no
But guess what?
man and no man make a
There
baby.
are people on this earth, now, regardless gay or straight, there are straight people who cannot have babies.
Boom.
So they go and adopt.
Boom.
There are gay people who we know can't have babies. They go and adopt. Is being in a heterosexual norm the only way to raise and produce productive people?
Nope. So they had a long conversation, and I appreciated Jive for just a different side of that conversation. He never was saying that, gay people can help populate the world. His point was even if a gay person, two gay men can't bear children, that does not mean they can't raise children who can then do whatever. Because again, if you do have a man and a woman and the woman can't have kids, you can't make it seem as if, she's here for nothing. So I liked the nuance that he said, but it was too long. It was too long of a conversation. I had to cut that part out.
It's just a whole nother conversation for another time. So
Anyway, moving on. Jive, you did a lot of stuff
what did I do
for
to
me
your
and my
family?
family.
What did I do to you and your family?
I forgive you, brother. Why would you, do you know, and I don't know if you know, do you know that there was a home invasion to my house because you put my my address. You was the first person to
Okay,
put my
so
address
let me
online.
help you out with this. And this is, I don't want you to think that I'm being combative with you. So another vlogger and myself did a show about you and your home. Here's the thing. Here's
I
the thing.
know. I know.
Your home is
I
not
know.
the only home that's on the internet. So again, and this is just facts, if you don't want your home online, here's the thing.
Jive, jive, jive,
No.
jive,
I'm not being
jive. You're being
manipulative.
manipulative,
I'm not
okay?
being
Because at
manipulative.
the end of the day, but listen.
And you see him not trying to let Jai finish whatever it was. Because I think by this time he knows, because him and Jai was on there for like an hour. It was like an hour. I had to just cut it down. Cut it down. It was if the whole thing is on Bishop Page, go watch it. But he knew if Jive just explained shit, he gonna look dumb again.
Listen, at the end, listen. My home,
Well, you know what? If your
at
home
that
was
time
invaded,
was always.
my apologies that happened.
No. You can't, yo, brother. You can't say that. You can't say my apologies. You want to know why? Because my wife and my children was there, right? And you were the one that put my address, and you went through my
Sir,
house.
your address is
You
on your
went
court
through my.
records.
Boom. Your address is on your court records, meaning your address is public record. Again, that's why he was trying to cut Jive off. Let me try to blame you for the attempted home invasion because you put my address out. No, sir. Your address is on your court documents, which is public record. Anyone can see it. Okay?
Listen, brother. You keep on using the excuse about court records, about this, about that. I've been living there for a while. Ain't none of this never happened.
Because you weren't robbed before. Your church was robbed. You kept going live. People then knew who you were. Your past court shit came up. And people who did not like you for whatever reason, you can't blame someone else for that.
Until you put my address
Lamar,
on live.
no one ever talked about you or your case until the robbery.
Boom.
When that robbery happened, we started discussing and talking about you. We got the court papers, the addresses and everything is on the court papers.
Boom.
All right, Jive. So listen, man, this is a good conversation, brother. All right. I forgive you, brother. I forgive you. I really do forgive you. You know what I'm saying? And I really wish you the best, brother. You know what I'm saying?
It's only about 15 moments left. It's about 15. That's it.
You know, we got to be in court because you did some foul stuff to me, man. You know what I mean? You did some real foul stuff to me, brother. Foul stuff. But it's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. And I don't know. We might could work something out. Talk to my lawyer. You know what I'm saying? But you know, you might be better for what I got going on. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm doing a lot out here, and
not him trying to recruit Jive. Y'all see he trying to recruit Jive. Y'all do see that, right? You know, I forgive you. You know, you may be good for stuff I have going on.
I'm trying to be choiceful with my words, but
because I don't want the FBI to come get me.
You're a good dude, brother. You just followed the wrong horse. That Larry Reed. You don't want to admit it, but you let him put you in. You let him put you into some mess, man. You know what I'm saying? You let him put you into some mess, brother. And that Negro, right? That Negro will always have a problem. When you call the feds on me, and then you want to act like it's a prophecy, and you know I'm telling the truth.
So now let me try to convince Jive to be on my side and be against Larry Reed, even though Jive has said this whole time, I'm not in connections with Larry Reed anyway. You the only one trying to connect those two dots, and they don't connect.
And you know I'm telling the truth. Look, y'all see his face, right? Y'all see Jive's face, right? Right? You
No,
know
I
Larry
don't know
Reed
that.
called the
I
feds.
don't know that. I'm being honest with you. I don't know that. See, you're trying to say that I know all the workings of Larry Reed. I don't. Larry, I'm not on his payroll. No, listen.
I never
I'm
said
not
that.
on his payroll.
I never said
Larry
that.
does
I
not
never
tell
said
me
that.
what to talk about.
I said, listen, I said, you know he called the feds.
And I said, no, I don't.
Okay. Click your job. Can we keep it real? Because I got some receipts that can prove you know. Right? So I do, brother. Come on. I'm paying money out here.
Dude,
I got money.
Show me the receipts. I want to see the receipts.
Boom. Show me proof that I knew what Larry Reed did. Show me the proof.
Because I don't know that Larry called the police on you. I promise you I don't know.
Dang.
Dude,
I was trying to be cool
you're trying to say that people know you know. I don't. You're trying to accuse me of knowing what Larry Reed does.
All right. So hold on. All right. So let me say this. So are you trying to tell me you don't know that Larry Reed spoke to the lady that's suing me?
What lady are you talking about? Before I even answer that. No. I'm saying I don't know what you're talking about.
So why would you say absolutely no?
Absolutely not. I don't know what you're talking about. Are you talking about Pauline Anderson? Is it a nod yes, a nod no? What is it? Okay, so I don't know that they had a conversation. I know that he did something, a show or something with Pauline. But again, I don't know what Larry Reed does. If it's not on his show, I don't know it. But I don't watch Larry Reed all the time like that. Larry Reed is not my mentor. I'm not his mentee. None of those things. Oh, no, sir. No, sir. None of those things.
Again, Robbery kept trying to attack the two for no real reason. Honestly.
Yeah, he talked about you like a dog though on the low. I got receipts on that too. Woo! That he's a throw you under the busser. I call him a throw you under the busser. And you know I'm telling the truth. You know I'm not the first person that told you that he threw you under the bus. Am I? Hold on. Job, hold on. Can you answer that question, please? Am I the only person that ever told you
tell me that before?
That Larry Reed?
I've had people tell me that before.
All right, cool.
But we do know Jive and Larry Reed used to not get along. Before any of this shit happened, they did not get along. So people telling him that Larry Reed talks shit to me ain't surprising because, like he's saying, we not in cahoots together.
That's it. All right, that's it. So that long as you know, I know. That's it. That nigga, I don't know how y'all trust him.
Again, he wants to get Jive on his side, and Jive not falling for it.
So let me ask you a question. Did you speak to Pauline? Okay. All right, Jive. Look, man. It's been real, brother. I'm glad we had this conversation. Is there any other?
No, I'm actually good. Like, I mean, I'm glad that we talked because at the end of the day, like I always said, I don't know you to hate you. You get what I'm saying? I don't know you to have a problem. I'm just a content creator. I'm a vlogger. That's what I do. When news happen, I talk about it. So when you got robbed, I talked about it.
You did more than talk about it. You did more than talk about it. Woo-wee! You did.
Because we good at our jobs. Some folk will say, oh, somebody was robbed. No, we have commentary about it.
You did more than talk about it, boy. Y'all added it on, threw some salt, pepper, you threw some seasoning. Y'all was going crazy. You was yelling. You was in rare form, brother. I know your numbers went up.
Sir, my numbers are always up. For real?
You, man, you smoke weed?
No, I don't smoke
You
weed.
smoke weed? You smoke weed? You gotta smoke weed, brother. Listen, man, my team did an analysis on your numbers. Yo, what kind of chair is that?
It's a multicolored chair.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right, so look, man, I'm gonna have my lawyer inbox you, right? We're gonna try to work something out, brother. All right, I'm gonna have my lawyer inbox you. All right, and we see what's up from there, brother. But you really gotta do something, man, to change this narrative, brother, because y'all really did something crazy. Yo, bro, go back, just look over some of the stuff y'all did. Go back and look over all of the and yo, I got more receipts on you too, though, bro. I'm keeping it real. Yo, my
I'm
team
ill
is
too.
ill. I got some stuff on you. So all right, so look, let's do this. You shoot and I'ma shoot. I got some stuff, bro. Like the stuff that I got on you and Larry Reed, yo, y'all Negroes is crazy. Y'all gotta chill out talking about people. If y'all in a glass house. Yo, listen, Job, I'm keeping it real, bro. I'm from
And I'm
Brooklyn,
from
right?
Florida and Tennessee.
When y'all came for me, I don't know nothing about Florida and Tennessee. But what I'm saying to you, I'm from Brooklyn, right? And we bangs out here, right? So I understand I'm a bishop. I'm not caught up with all these other preachers. I love Jesus for real, for real. I love Jesus for real. He saved my life, right? But yo, Job, hear me, bro. I got some heat for y'all. And when I tell you I've been compiling it, every time y'all say, I said, oh, they don't know who they dealing with. I ain't scared. Job, you got some stuff out there. You gotta chill. Oh shoot. You want me I'll bust a shot in the air. I'll bust a shot in the air. You want me to bust a shot in the air? Job, don't look at me like
I
that because
don't
you're gonna
know.
make the people think
How
I'm
do I know
lying.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Because you know what you did. As long as you know what you did, as long as you know the things that you do ain't right. You got a lot of stuff in your past. And you got all right, Job. Don't look at me like that, Job.
You want to carry on tonight?
No, I don't. I'm going to end the conversation, but I'm telling you this. Yo, bro, you got to chill for real. I got receipts. Yeah, all right. Don't just chill. I'm telling you. I got some stuff, bro. I got pictures. Woo! Yeah. All right.
If he really had any evidence, he would have already put it out. Because that's what he do. He lying again.
Okay. Yo, bro, I'm a different type of preacher, bro.
No,
and that's why you quiet.
I'm not quiet because I know I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, so let me ask you a question. You want me to put it out there?
I don't know what you're talking about. You're feeling some type of way
because
I'm
Job,
looking.
Listen. Hold. Job. Listen, you said you're a content creator, right? So you know what? This weekend, I'm gonna not be the bishop. I'm gonna be a content creator. And you said that you report what's out there. So do you want me to report what I got on you? No,
I can't control
Job.
what you do.
Just say no.
Whatever you do is what you do.
No, you can. Job. You can right now because I'm not a blogger, nor am I a content creator. But you know, nigga, you ain't right. So listen. I don't give me that face one more time.
About.
Job. I got receipts. Okay, and what you did to me and my family, I just loaded up. Job. Do you know Larry Reed? I got some heat. Yo, I got this joint right where this dude, I can't, y'all crazy. Y'all are nuts. So Job, listen, I just want you to apologize right now. Just say, Bishop, I apologize if I caused you and your family, your church. Just apologize, and I'm not gonna fire off.
What am I apologizing for?
I think that's fair.
No, I'm being serious. As whatever, doing what I do, why would I apologize for doing what I do? Everything
so tell me you ain't lied at all.
I read off the paper. Every court transcript, all this, I read off the paper.
So you calling me a drug dealer?
Dude, come on. That's not what I said. Lamar, why you going in circles?
Got me going in circles.
All right. I think I'm gonna have to be a content creator then, because you all I said was apologize. All I said was apologize. Job, you know you ain't right, bro. You know you ain't right, bro. And we did some digging. Okay? Just apologize, Job,
You
and I
gonna
won't
have
be
to be
a
a
content
content
creator.
creator this weekend.
You gonna have to be a content creator. You gonna have to be a content because I'm not apologizing. So you will have to be a content creator. Because I'm not apologizing.
All right. No problem. No problem. Listen, everybody. Y'all see that I gave Job an opportunity, right, y'all? I gave Job an opportunity, right?
I'm listening.
Job, I gave you an opportunity, brother. Because if it was me, I would have took it.
Lamar,
Apology is an apology.
you know what? You know
Why
what's
you want to be
funny?
so prideful?
You wanted me to apologize to you. You wanted me to apologize to you and go at Larry with you.
I can care less.
And go
I
at
can
Larry.
care. And do what? I don't need you to go at Larry. Like, I'm going to handle him. I'm going to handle I got you. Watch that. Hold. Listen, I want you to tune in Sunday. I want you to tune into the Tasha K network on Sunday. And I want to show you just a little bit of receipts. What? Larry Reed think he got it all figured out? Yo, Job, when you see these receipts, you're going to be like, oh, hell. I'm telling you, Job. So, I don't want to stress you out. All I asked you to do was apologize. That's it.
Lamar.
That's it.
My sister called you. My sister.
Oh, God. Here we
No,
go.
no. And I'm
Here we
done.
go.
And I'm done.
Here we go.
My sister called you.
She wasn't your real sister. She wasn't your real sister. She called me because, and she
I heard the conversation.
Woo!
I heard the conversation. Okay. You were upset with me because, like we just discussed, you thought I'm in cahoots with Larry. And you said...
I don't think that. I knew you was.
I was never in cahoots with Larry. And you said to her on that phone, you said that if I apologize for saying what I said about your mama and team up with you and go at Larry, you'll leave me alone.
Oh, yeah, you did
But you
say that
called
about my mother.
Nigga, really?
You did say that about my mama. You called my mother. Yo, I forgot. Yo, they said, yeah, right. They said that you called my mother a hoe. Yeah,
but
I
what you say
remember
about
that.
mine?
You called my mother.
Bishop was saying all kind of jailbird shit about that man mama.
Well, I called your
and
mother
you said other stuff too.
That's rape. No. I said your mother in jail. Isn't she in jail?
Okay, I'm not gonna do that because I'm not gonna do that. Okay, Lamar, you got it. You good? You got it. You got it.
The reason he called that man mama a hoe was because at the time he kept talking about the daddy that was killed. The other kids of said man was saying that ain't even your daddy. Your mama didn't know who your daddy was, which is why Jive replied to Bishop Robbery going off on his mama about being in jail by saying, okay, my mama jailbird, but your mama's a hoe. That's where it came from. Because the family was saying Bishop Robbery mama was saying that man was a daddy, but he really wasn't.
No.
And so Jive does not want to repeat that, but that's where it came from.
You called my mother a hoe. That's what you
Lamar,
called my mother.
I really don't want to do that because listen, I'm not trying to be combative because I'm just not going to do that. But
Jive, you did a disservice to my house, to my church. You didn't say a lot of things that was you didn't say truthful stuff. You injured you injured a man of God.
Lamar, Lamar,
So listen, Job, Job, this is the last time, Job. You're gonna see Larry Reed receipts on Sunday. Oh baby. Woo! You're gonna see. Yo, why does he think he got it
I
all
can't
figured
see
out?
Larry.
He doesn't. He doesn't. Because and you know what? I'm seeing that you think you got it all figured out too. Because I'm telling you, I can go right now to my studio, load up my computer, and just let it out. And bro, you got some stuff. So, Jav, let's make amends, apologize to the bishop, and we move on. My lawyer gonna inbox you, and we move on.
Lamar, you're good. We're good.
What?
Are we done? No.
So you're not apologizing? All right. Okay, Jav. No problem. It was great talking to you, brother. Please don't get
Lamar,
offended
after
what I
everything
post.
that you said, why would I get offended?
Because no, it's some stuff. You're gonna get offended.
And that's where it ends. So, who team is y'all on? Okay, who do y'all think was the winner in this? Okay, Bishop Robbery asked Jive to come on. He was laughing as if he was going to win this situationship. Jive came on and talked his ass into circles. Okay, and in my opinion, both bald-headed daddy son Lanez, okay, and Bishop Robbery lost the lives today. Okay, y'all was round here on y'all lives thinking y'all was gonna win in the court of public opinion, and y'all both look stupid. Jive swiped, clinked, everything, and did it while being on his own live on YouTube. So this has been a long ass live, okay? Too long. I am tired. I gotta pee. I hope everyone enjoyed the long watch along for Foolishness Friday. I hope everyone had a good time with what we had to have a conversation about today. I will be live tomorrow around 4 or 5 p.m. for the Love After Lockup review. But again, whew, I'm tired, y'all. Thank you for the standing ovation. Okay, I wouldn't know any of this ish if it wasn't for you. I thank y'all, thank y'all. Look, these watch alongs are hard. Even though we just sitting here watching stuff, it's been 3 hours and 47 minutes. Okay, but I appreciate all y'all, okay, for being here, for us having a good time, for us laughing and cackling. Okay, it was long, honey, but we love you too. Okay, yeah, we here for the laughs, here for the laughs. Okay, and I'm happy everyone had a good time and the foolishness and whatnot. Okay, now I'm gonna make sure y'all have liked the video now. Make sure y'all have liked the video, please, and thank you. And I'm about to probably have to watch, well, I'll probably watch Love at the Lockup tomorrow because I'm tired, y'all. But again, tomorrow around 4 or 5 p.m. we'll have a live for Love at the Lockup. And other than that, y'all, I gotta go. Okay, I love you all. Great time to have by all. Do not forget to follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner, on IG, also on Twitter. Y'all know to subscribe to the channel, share, and like the video. Okay, until tomorrow, until later on, because it's 1 a.m. here. Until later on today at around 4 or 5 p.m. I gotta go. I love you all. Bye.